Alright, give me a second, because we are still setting everything up here. So just give me one moment. Getting everything set up my side can be a little bit tough. Alright, now I just gotta hope that the damn thing saves properly, right? Knowing my luck, and it's about 3:17 right now, which means they probably already started, so I gotta get everything shifted up and out here, and, you know, we'll get the prediction going in just a second. Looks like they're still on map. Cool. Alright. Got the multi out to everyone. We all should be good to go. All the commands should be set. Just a little bit of action music to pump me up here. And let's go ahead and get rid of that. And okay, the recording already started. Excellent. Let's play something a little more casual here to stream with. And I need to lower the volume because I jerked the volume up because I was chilling with some other people earlier today just to be social, because that's something I need to start doing with my life. And otherwise, let me go ahead and set the music for today. We're just going to start with something simple, Walk in the Park from Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. And hopefully after saving those commands about 3 or 4 times, we should be good to go. So let me go ahead and put our prediction up here. Blue 4 is going to be attacking, Op 4 is going to be defending. Who will win this FNF match? And Blue 4 and Op 4 defending. That little ding means that they have pushed into the mission. A-okay with me. Let's go ahead and start that prediction up, and technically we're on time. And that's all I gotta know. So, how are you all doing this lovely day? We were here. Oh. I'm currently... Whoop, there goes my pencil across the room. Alright, that's for writing down the highlights that I'll eventually have to edit out. Wow, we got a bear on station here. Are there any cruise missiles? Aw, there's no cruise missiles. What a shame. Anyway, we are commentating today, Frisk, just to keep you in the loop there. Let me make sure my music is looping and lower that just a touch. All right, excellent. So, let's go ahead and have a look at everything here. So our mission parameters, I hit F1. Why didn't that go away? There we go. Mission parameters here. Oh, we got a bit of a write-up here. So continuing the Grozovian campaign that Sam has been doing throughout the, I want to say last month and a half with Friday night fights here. So looking over, making sure everything's set. Cool. Had quite a few people get kicked out. So it looks like they're going to be funneling back in, so we might see some decent because people go back and forth. But anyway, with the ambush of the Russian convoy being successful, the Grozovians plan to take the initiative and continue to push north. In order for this offensive to work, the Russian supply lines must be cut. The Grozovian special forces have been tasked with destroying the most advanced cargo transport plan that the Russians have to offer, as well as destroying the ammo that they have stockpiled. The Grozovians have managed to sneak around the main Russian force and have landed somewhere along the east coast. The Russians have caught wind of this plan and have begun setting up defenses around the airfield. Area of operations, the black markers on the map are trenches. There are many craters around the airfield, however, there are no craters on the runway. Some tips. For defenders, there are many places outside of the starting area that are good defensive positions. There is also a hill to the northeast that has a very good line of sight of the airfield. For attackers, open fields are not your best way to attack the objective, so if Pierce is on Blue Fort ground command, I know that's going to be disregarded. Otherwise, while there are many craters that can give you cover, there are none on the runway. Objective 1 is the plane. Takes AT. Wait. Objective 1, the plane tanks AT. The only way to destroy is by using demo charges. Gotcha. Okay. Otherwise, game mode here is going to be simple destruction. So Blue 4 is trying to destroy both a plane and looks like an RHS set of ammo crates. Attackers win if they're able to destroy both of these objectives. Defenders win if they're able to defend at least one of them. And per standard FNF rules, if you wipe your opponent, you win by default. Otherwise, mission objectives here, no magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Defender build points for Fortify are 125, so that's standard, and maximum view distance is only 1 kilometer. Medium anti-tank settings doesn't seem to matter because I don't see an echo on either side, indicating that is the medium anti-tank team, so it doesn't matter. Blue 4 are going to be your modern Grozovian kits here. Loadouts are going to be M16 A4s or M4 A1s or Tower 21s. I think that's so... Actually, no, they would be able to have a 203 or 320 system with them for A1, so I guess the Tower 21 just if they feel like it. Glock 17s for the secondary, RPKs for the light machine guns, medium machine gunners in Delta get the PKPs, light anti-tanks going to be the single-shot disposable M136, crew and aviation get the choice of a PV-2000 or a TAR-21. Otherwise, nothing on crew-served weapons, and they have 3 sock boats, and those sock boats have all of their rear guns devoid of ammo, so those are purely just transport. Uniform for Op 4 are going to be your modern-day Russian Army EMR camouflage kits. Loadout's going to be modernized AK-74s with plenty of choices for either UUK railings for Eastern optics or Zentico railings for Western optics, or they can grab an AKS-74U, and if you've been here before, you know how much I like that weapon. Otherwise, the MP443 Grotch will be their handgun. RPKs going to be for Alpha Bravo and Charlie's light machine gunners. Medium machine gunners and Delts get the PKP. That's mirrored from the Grozovians. Light anti-tank's going to be a reloadable RPG-7, and usually they get 2 warheads with that. Crew and aviation get the choice of a PP-2000 or an AKS-74U, but again, it's infantry only, so we're probably not going to see anything. But otherwise, objectives here, they have the AN-2 objective plane. We've got 2 T-50s and a Tu-95 Bear loaded with cruise missiles. I didn't see any, but I guess I was wrong. They also have a rear 23mm, which is located back here. But otherwise, I love that thing. They're technically twinned, too, so you see both barrels right there, but this is merely for a set piece. I'm not even sure if that thing could take off on this runway, but that'd be pretty cool if it did. Looks like the objective is located in here, and then the other one just has the 2 planes right there. We already see Op 4 setting up some fortifications along the runway out here just to kind of set up and cover everything accordingly. Otherwise, with this being the base Cherno map, we do have a lot of custom positions being added to help fortify this airfield. Fun fact, tomorrow night for Karma Cut, we will be assaulting the 2020 version of this map, which has a lot more fortifications built around it, so I find that funny that we're seeing it parodied today. But otherwise, let's go ahead and go over our roster here. So Blue 4, the attackers here. We have Depso commanding with Ben B as the 2IC, Elliot being the platoon medic, NASA leading Alpha with Zixmi as the 2IC, and Kermit is the marksman. Marksman rifle for both sides, I believe, is going to be the SVD because we are at Blue 4, and I do see an SVD there. And Op 4 Russians are always equipped with the SVD for their marksman. 1 marksman per Alpha Bravo and Charlie in the command team. Otherwise, Bluck leading Alpha 1 with Cuboid and Vagrant under him. Alpha 2 only has Meerkat and Pierce. I guess they're going to merge everyone together, perhaps, but it's kind of weird to see Pierce as a team leader and only a 2-man team, but hey, things change. Otherwise, Kabubi Face leading Bravo with Tim Kappa as the marksman, Morgan as the 2IC, and Skip as the group's medic. Lurch leading Bravo with Oddball, Dewitson, Shuttle, Finney, Goblin, and Korvac together. Schnuffles leading Ash, Bard, Legend, Artisan, and Zoni all together. Charlie is the marksman for the group. Ash is the actual leader because he has a slash in his name, and Eric is going to be the medic for Charlie. Charlie 1 doesn't have a leader, so it's just Piranha, Banks, Wheaton, and Major Khan all together. Same with Charlie 2. It's just Ground Goer with Boston, Bunker, and Clarks all together. Bates leading Delta with Norris as the medic. This is the machine gun team, so it's just going to be Iqbal and Anara being the PKP medium machine gunners in Delta 1. Harrington's taking the lead, and Harmonica user is going to be the ammo bitch. And then Tomer leading Delta 2 with Omri and Minnie as the machine gunners, and Elijah and Drawn being the assistants. I like how the boat's backed in rear to that so they could then dismount, but they're a little close for comfort. Maybe Blue 4 could potentially push them out and also redeploy on a different position on the coast. That would really throw Op 4 off. I'm not sure if Op 4 also knows where Blue 4's spawn is, but we do have another Op 4 spawn point over here because this appears to be where the cache is. This looks like something out of Half-Life. That's kind of concerning. It might be an Easter egg for what's to come, but... Are these bioprinted? No. Huh. Cool looking objectives, but otherwise that's where the second objective is, and the first one we saw dipped over in that runway. But let's go ahead and look over at Op 4. Lusod is going to be commanding for Op 4. Kiri is going to be leading Alpha 1 with Alexander as the 2 IC, Lolo being the marksman, again with that SVD, and Sixten being the medic. Crisp taking lead for Alpha 1 with Charlotte, Sam, Reapers in Sandy, Seasmo, Huel, and Patriot under him. Nemesis leading Bravo, so there's no Alpha 2. Interesting. Bravo's merged everyone together. It's Azariah, Katz, Malin, Dream, Yanni, Finn, Puma, Cullis, and Wise all under Nemesis. Charlie has also merged everyone together. It's Evergarden leading Loose, Mike, Martin, Butler, Slade, Total, PJ, Smith, Short, and Kowalski. Delta has Rubino leading with Atomic as the medic. Delta 1 has Vanderhooge and Stein being the medium machine gunners with Geese as the assistant. Delta 2 actually has a leadership saying Settler is a very cool guy. He's from OFCRA, and I know he's a bit of a memer, so he's changing his name so I can, you know, state that every time I read his name off. Isn't that funny? And then you got Micus, Montes, Pingus, and Mosquit. Micus and Pingus taking the medium machine guns, and Montes and Mosquit being the assistants. Otherwise, Op 4 appear to be enjoying climbing around the bear right here. And you otherwise just have a lot of craters dipped around here. You also have got Deformer utilized to make these craters more legitimate, so they're actually nice little foxholes to utilize. And then we got some nice perimeters made with trenches and whatnot to slightly fortify this airfield. And some realistic thunder effects that make me put my head up because it is raining outside, and I can't tell if that thunder's in the game or real life. And it concerns me. Otherwise, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're going to be covering all 3 rounds of Friday Night Fights, then taking a brief hiatus. I'm going to get set up with Charlotte to run DayZ tonight. Get the menu changed up. We can't spawn dinosaurs right now because with a DayZ update now, if you shoot a dinosaur with a thing of buckshot, it crashes you. So we're going to be playing around with more of the mutants, and there's also anomalies, but we're not going to have those on tonight. I'm going to give it a few days and get the go-ahead from Razor before we consider putting those in, but I know some of you would probably like to watch me get meat grinded in DayZ, but we'll hold for another day. Dwarves, I hope you're having a better day, but I mean, we'll see how things go. Otherwise, Blue 4, I mean, they're assaulting an airfield. There's all these open areas, but there's a bunch of craters that they can bound to pretty much on all sides, actually. So the open fields have a little bit of cover with them, but, you know, there's plenty of tree lines sloping downwards. There's other ones that go upwards, so we might see the lower areas come down. We might see Blue 4 divide their forces. I almost can guarantee, though, they're probably going to try to get the high ground over here to do Overwatch. We'll just have to see if they fall for the Overwatch fallacy and put too many people on an Overwatch position and not enough assaulting. Because that almost happened last week with round 1, and the attackers almost lost because they started trickling their forces in. But quick few notes. I don't see any Pepega Pirates players on it today, so I know some of you like to bet for them, but they're just not here. It's only Scandi Recon, and well, that appears to be it. Having a sip of water there. Otherwise, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm just going to be vibing on the stream and making sure everything's going well for tonight. We'll see how long we do DayZ for. Probably at least 2 or 3 hours, depending on how much you guys want to torture me. It is a new map to explore, though, and I'm probably going to run into people that are going to blow my face off, so, you know, c'est la vie. Is FNF doing a FNAF special for the movie? No, well, they are not. I'm sorry to disappoint. But I don't have any control of that because I am just a streamer. If you want to talk to FNF staff, that would be Malin, Curie, and a few others. That would be kind of funny, but it would be tough to tie in FNAF to FNF. I'd love to see them try, though. Alright, looking over at Op 4, though, it looks like they're going to only put a handful of guys on the southern position. They're going to mainly be defending the airfield. I don't know. I feel like this position, there might be some merit to it if you put people in the open foxholes and just engage. The one risk, though, is if someone manages to get a GL in the foxhole, they're going to kill everyone. But we'll see. And I'm referring to the craters as foxholes because, well, essentially it's kind of turned into a foxhole, admittedly. With the grass, though, it might be tough to see certain angles, but they'll make it work. Alrighty. Damn, what's that? Well, I hope you're okay, because that looks like it sucked. One second. Alright. 2 minutes remain. I'm going to quickly tab out. There are 97 people in the Task Force radio channel, so we'll just have to see how things go. Hey, Razor, can you make sure Charlotte is set as an admin so she can have access to the VPP menu? Because she's going to be managing spawning things to kill me tonight. And I thought she had that taken care of a few days ago, but it wasn't, so... Just going to strangle somebody later over it, but, you know. We'll see how things go. And what's that? Okay, well, I hope your father's okay then, because that looked like it sucked. Did that an hour ago? Alright, cool. Yeah, so we'll probably take an hour off between the end of DayZ and the start of, excuse me, the end of FNF and the start of DayZ, just to make sure we're all set. But though that stream is scheduled to start at, like 9:30, we might start it a bit earlier depending on how, or when FNF ends, but I might also sneak some Dark Tide in. Because the plasteel grind never ends. I brought a power maul on a bunch of Damnation Maelstrom runs, and I had 2 people bitch at me. Then I stagger locked everything and had to save both of them. It was pretty funny, but whatever. I hate it because it gives me a crutch to work with, but that's because I don't get good RNG on anything else from my poor freaking Preacher. Low speed impact, that's nice. Hit the gas instead of the brake, gotcha, gotcha. It happens. But yeah, got a few other things I gotta do tonight. I've also decided we're probably going to stream 1 or 2 more dev missions for, mission dev streams either tonight or tomorrow. I really want to basically build the rest of October this weekend. It's just I've got to build all the mod sets. I got to work with other people to get all this other stuff sorted, so we'll have to see how things go. Which line, what's that? Because I think Adriato's line, but it's too early. Oh, look, it's Adriato. I didn't even see his name. That's funny. Anyway, Blue 4 flanking around with the boats. We've got about a squad and a half, if not 2 squads deployed over here. Let's go ahead and look over at Blue 4's forces. So it's Delta and Alpha deployed, whereas Command with Alpha and Bravo and Bravo and Charlie going around a different flank. So there's going to be a 2-pronged attack. We'll probably see... What is that? Delta's going to go up and try to cover the hill on their own. That's a little risky because that's 1 squad, and you can bet that Op 4 is probably going to put something on that hill because that's a great Overwatch position for their own machine guns. Alpha going off on their own is going to be another potentially interesting catastrophe. And then Blue 4 sending the 2 remaining squads with Command down all the way up here. There's going to be a 3-pronged attack on this objective, though. Again, I think Delta's point is probably going to be to hold that hill for a while. Alpha's going to try to sneak around and come up from the low ground, which isn't the worst idea because they'll have coverage from Delta, but that's assuming Op 4 doesn't fortify this line. So it's kind of messy. Where's my co-host? I got in late. Dreams never shot me a message saying he wanted to co-host, so I don't know if he wants to co-host. And I haven't been told anything by Curie or anyone else that wants to co-host, so... I am a little picky, though. I don't want to just give it to anyone because... I don't actually have a good reason. That's just what I'm comfortable with and what I'm not comfortable with. I don't want to bring someone on here that's gonna... I guess not vibe properly, but at the same time, how am I gonna know if I don't try? So, we'll see how things go. Ay, ay, ay. What's that? Nazariah have access to this channel. I'm not sure if Audrey Hotto does, but I have a channel in my Discord locked for my admins where I take screenshots of silly things people send me or do. And I just started recording all of them and putting them in a just a way I can view it all, so I don't keep having to sanity check myself. Because my God, there's some really funny stuff in there, and I've only started doing that for the past 2 weeks, and I'm just like, damn, guys, please. So Delta for Op4 coming up here. Blue 4 Delta still moving up. We might see the Deltas engage each other first in this round. Meanwhile, Blue 4 have somehow managed to knock a guy out.
Down like a dog.
I don't know why he has an AK.
Listen, did you want it?
He has an AK because it's the RPK gunner. Ash is somehow dead. How did you... Ah, yes. The first deaths today are from the environment. Classic Friday Night Fights experience. What? One kilometer would cover up to... This would be the render distance for a kilometer. Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so this is their render distance right now. And Op4 is going to put themselves... Okay. So we have Alpha on an internal defensive line facing south, creating this massive gap. You got Delta up on the hill. You've got Bravo and Charlie. Charlie's holding here, and Bravo's going all the way up to that hill. Who is up for Lusode? Okay. And again, I do get why, too. It's because they want Overwatch control, but that's a lot of distance to have to respond to something. Honestly, you could have gotten away with just having an internal and outer defensive line all over the airfield, and then you could have had half a squad covering down here, and you would have had much better sector control. Op4 seems way too spread out for this, but now you've got the Deltas engaging as I predicted. So Alpha's gonna, for Blue 4, is gonna be able to get into the objectives no problem. The main force between Charlie and Bravo are gonna pretty much break through Op4's line. Bravo can come in and flank them, but I feel like these guys are gonna bulldoze in, and if they can't, that's gonna cause Op4 to pull everything to deal with that threat, and then Alpha's gonna sneak in behind and smash everything. Op4's too spread out to support each other at this point. And that's just going to divide them up and allow Blue 4 to defeat each section in detail. I don't know why we have Op4 guys standing in the open trying to engage as Blue 4 are actually running their dudes into cover, but... Okay. Delta is 3 men down. Montez trying to do medical on the dead body, and that's unfortunate. At least these guys dug a bit of cover, but now you got this flanking team that's about to get on this hill and eliminate these guys. Very silly plays by Op4 today. Machine guns opening up. Op4 is pulling back. They should be throwing grenades. Will it roll enough? Yes, it did. Mini gets knocked out. So I'm not sure if they recognize the fact that they're coming up and being flanked right now. They're digging defensive positions here. You still have Delta 1 for Blue 4 pinning Delta 1 for Op 4. And you got this guy just kind of watching the trench over here. He's going to dig another one. GL's going uphill. And it looks like these guys are being ordered to fold back now because I think Command realized that that engagement happened and now he's got this force all the way out. It's just, they run all the way there and when they get there, they're ordered to pull back. That's just funny as shit. All right. So Op 4 has had their squad leader get killed off. Did anyone take his radio? I honestly can't tell. No, I see the straps for it. They did not. Okay, well. So their comms are cut off at the moment. Blue 4 have suffered no KIAs in Delta. Mini was able to be brought back up. You got GLs coming up here. It's deploying smoke, so Blue 4 can advance. Op 4 has only had half of its group break off, but now you've got some that have pulled back over here, some that have pulled around, and Alpha is being sent up to reinforce. Grenades being thrown down. That's a good call. It's just now they're rolling a bit too far, but Op 4 has no way to know. I get the flank Op 4 is trying to do around here, but the front position is going to quickly get overwhelmed unless we see some really well-placed grenades, but they're going to just keep rolling down the hill. And you see that they're getting cut down here. Yeah, okay, so someone did pick up the LR, but he's now down. More grenades being thrown up here. This is brutal. Harrington pulls away last second. You've got a Hunt IR over here. He gets shot as he tries to run. And again, not a single KIA in Blue 4 Delta right now, and most of Op 4 has been wiped for Delta. That's incredible. But there was a massive lack of coordination with Delta Op 4 there, and Blue 4 have very much lengthened their number advantage. Now Alpha's going to go in squad to squad here. That was 5 different shooters on that one guy. Now you got Alpha doing this wide line here to try to take Blue 4 Delta. Op 4 Delta 2's got 3 people remaining. They might come up and do a flank, but Blue 4's got some pretty decent cover to work with right here. And some additional positions dug. Maybe we'll see Op 4 Delta push up on the rear as they hear the gunfire open up on Alpha, but all right, now Blue 4 knows there's an attack coming. That's going to solidify these guys here, so now these guys should be running up. Ah, yes, the enhanced movement hop on the hill. I'm gonna be honest, for PvP, I think that's a little exploitative. Like, if this was PvE, I'd be perfectly fine with it, but that for PvP, not so much. You also have Op 4 Charlie coming up. So basically, all of this was pulled to encircle Delta, and now you have this massive force that's gonna spearhead in. So now we just need to play how long can Blue 4 Delta hold here. Norris gets a kill. That's causing these guys to fall down because they realize there's an attack wave, and Delta didn't commit on that hill. Instead, they're moving on the tree line, so now they're going to get spotted as Blue 4 reinforce their northern flank. Are you kidding me? This is just king of the hill for Delta's. Blue 4's main force pushes through, and then we haven't even talked about Alpha all the way on this flank. Oh my god. We're seeing some grenades being thrown down. We got some knockouts I can only assume came from grenades because you saw how far that grenade went. But why is Delta 2 now looping around to where Alpha is? Oh my god. What's Weiss doing? He's dying, that's what he's freaking doing. Norris gets his third kill. And Op4 are just trickling their forces in on this hill. Yes, they're starting to take casualties, but literally Op4's committed 3 squads to try... 3 out of their 4 squads to try to stop this element. Oh my god. And again, I think it's because Lusso thinks that this is the main force, and he's going to quickly realize that's not the case because the main force is over there. But Delta now in positions of cover, and you have Charlie doing the same exact thing that Delta 2 was doing. What is this? It's like this doesn't even matter at this point. If Delta kills 3 squads worth of dudes... Great double kill. This is by Charlotte on 3 kills now. There's still 1 more. A grenade gets thrown over. Charlotte trying to get that last Delta element there. A little miscoordination here. Another grenade going off in that direction. Oh, Charlotte. Losing track of the battle buddy there. Blue 4 now trying to hold against this one element of infantry. But if Charlotte can get behind with that RPK, I think this 4-man team is going to do a lot of damage. We have got Blue 4 being very aggressive up here. Oh, look at this. Should have opened up with a grenade. What the heck's going on over here? These guys are regrouping. You still got a big chunk of Blue 4 right here. More grenades going. Alexander has a GL. Okay, opens up with a grenade instead. It bounces over. Is it going to wound Delta 2? Yes, it does. Use the GL. Okay, there we go. But at AK flies over. Oh my god. So Blue 4 Delta finally getting chewed up, but it took an element 3 times their size to do it, because Blue 4 wiped Op4 Delta. And now they're getting encircled by a combination of Op4 Alpha and Op4 Charlie. Four people, 2 down, 2 up. So even though Blue 4 Delta is going to get wiped here, they've done their job. And they're all down. Friendly fire coming in now. My Dev Sixton down there taking off for friendly fire. Oh my god. A lot of dead machine gunners up there, that's for sure. I can't tell if Blue 4 just engaged their own dude up here either. Alright, so Blue 4 practically have a 2-to-1 number advantage right now. Some of Bravo 2 was taken. I lied, actually. So I think Zoni and Artisan are both part. Schnuffles and maybe Ash. Some of these guys are Pepega Pirates, but they're the less prominent ones we see. But my question is, what the hell has Alpha 1 been doing the entire time? They've come up to this hill. Why? Why are they divided in their 2 fire teams? And why are they all the way around here? What is both commanders' obsession with taking random mountaintops nearby the objective? Okay. Yes, it's a good recon point, but you only have a kilometer of render distance, so it's going to give you maybe that's going to cut off right here. You can't even see the objectives before the fog kicks it. Like, what are you reconning? With only a kilometer of render distance. Please. So I'm going to be curious to see how Lusod redeploys his forces here, because he's got a heavy push coming from the south, but Blue 4 dividing themselves amongst 3 squads now. They're making the mistake Op 4 did in the beginning, where they're now going to have 3 separate attacks push in. Honestly, if Op 4 just reconsolidates on the objectives, they still have a pretty solid chance of winning if Blue 4 decides to put the forces in one group at a time, which is entirely possible. Then we got 2 people from Charlie down here. This is Charlie Actual, the squad leader. This game confuses me. Assault, I have to advise against that. If you were to take a shot for every squad that went on a random Overwatch maneuver, you would be dead by round 3.
See again.
You would, I can't,
Here,
even if you did it with beer, you would be dead by round 3. So my question is, why is Charlie's squad leader all the way up there when you have the rest of Charlie back here? And I guess they're now going to merge with Alpha and potentially flank the Bravo group coming in. But we're just going to have a little bit of dead air right here. As we wait for Blue 4 to actually maneuver into the objective instead of skirting around it. Which I guess they're moving to the low ground here to then move in, but we just saw Op 4 open up, potentially firing either at Alpha 2 or at this Hunt IR. I don't see any blood on the ground, so I'm going to assume that was the Hunt IR, but I mean, they could have also potentially seen Blue 4 on the edge of the tree line right here, so who knows. Advanced Recon, that's like Advanced Darkness, isn't it? No, they're looking in Alpha 2's direction, so I'm assuming those shots went over to Alpha 2.
It's very laggy over in a specific part of the map, but it seems to fold in between my stream lagging and the game lagging. I don't really know, but it seems to be fine over here now.
Hey, Righto Hog, hope you and your brother are doing okay too. The funny thing is, if Charlie merges with Alpha and they actually just go headhunting everything, they could flank and defeat all the Blue 4 elements in detail, even though Blue 4 has a near 2-to-1 number advantage at this point. That's exactly what I think at least part of Op 4 is trying to do with Charlie, is flank them around, but now we're having reports of infantry coming from this direction and that direction, so just start sweeping at this point. But this is definitely going to go to time. 30 minutes remaining. Blue 4, I think, are going to try to push everything over here and then attack. But what was the whole point of dividing their forces in the first place if the whole plan was to have Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie rendezvous here with Delta assisting on their own? I felt like Alpha would have been better assisting Delta. There's so much silly. It's so silly. Because then after you get to this position, you can take whatever contact's there and then bump Alpha down. Use this tree line, get right on top of the airfield, and Delta can cover. It's so silly. I hear marksman fire. That's Op 4 shooting at Blue 4 in the tree line. You've got Blue 4 Alpha coming up to this barn complex. You're going to see your next point of contention right here as Alpha try to maneuver into that tree line. It looks like now Op4 is pulling everything over there and is going to try to go engage over there. Maybe thinking Blue 4 have already somehow come around and are assaulting in that direction. Which I get why Lucode might be doing it in a panic, thinking, okay, if I commit my forces out here, maybe Blue 4 is going to be able to sneak like 2 or 3 squads into here. And we're kind of already seeing that with Charlie. I mean, they've got a direct line to the 2 objective areas, because it's this zone and this zone. They don't know exactly what's where, but knowing that they have to take out a plane and a cache, they can probably predict the plane's on the airfield and the cache is somewhere in there. And Op4 doesn't really have anything in between Charlie and the objectives to stop them except some side positions that can be defeated with smoke. The real question is what's stopping Blue 4 from committing Charlie into the maneuver at the moment? Charlie 2 now moving up. Bravo is now going on the right side, so that might provide a blocking force for Charlie folding in. Alpha's folded down, though. They're going to start putting point security on the objective itself. But now that Charlie and Bravo are close together and Alpha's going to be pinning Op4 Bravo on the flank, we're probably going to see Blue 4 overpower these objectives. Maybe Alpha will be able to hold Blue 4 Charlie in time, and then Op 4 Charlie, I don't think they're going to be able to defeat Blue 4 Bravo, because that's the Blue 4's biggest force right now, but we could still see it. We got some marksmen engaging each other at the moment.
I hit him, but without machine gun shower.
Bravo doing a very risky open flank right here, but Blue 4 is committed to maneuvering. But look at how Blue 4 is reconsolidating their force at the moment. So this is going to force a direct engagement in this open area. But Blue 4, they're going to have a town, they're going to have the objective area, and they're going to have the tree line. Op 4, if they're making these pushes, they're going to be the ones maneuvering. This Alpha 2 group's going to get cut apart because I don't know why they're going on their own here. And it looks like Pierce says, oh, my mistake, it's Pierce. Of course he's running through an open field and getting his people killed. Huh. Never mind, I'm so sorry for misidentifying who was that, who was making that maneuver. Alright, fighting started on the left flank. Charlie's pushed up into the objective. Bravo holding at the tree line, starting to maneuver forces in. Engaging open elements up to their northeast. Bravo has a force in deep at the moment, could get right behind this force and deal heavy casualties. If this force is able to open up and catch all of this Blue 4 in the open, that will be devastating. Rocket opens up. Ineffective. Thermite grenades going off. This force is divided. AT Rocket comes in, gets a knockout on Tim Kappa. Op 4, though, already took a few casualties pushing up. We've got multiple bodies stacking up. It's just up to Butler. One objective taken out. Explosive traps going off, knocking Wheaton out. Not sure if there are any KIAs over there, but now you just have that final objective. Op 4 setting up 2 strong points around there. Blue 4 holding off attacks from the left side. Pierce is dead. He actually just died in the tree line right there as he was trying to pull back as OpFor are pushing forces onto him. Grenades being thrown in. That one, yeah. So Charlie's flanking attack has only really slowed Blue 4's Bravo elements to come in, but we got some Blue 4 stragglers now going to trickle in and hit the rear of Blue 4, or excuse me, OpFor Charlie. But now, this is going to be a simple transition of how effectively can Blue 4 get to the final objective, and can these two strong points hold against a force about 3 to 4 times their size. And then you also have the Blue 4 garrison right here fighting only now 5 remaining OpFor guys trying to sweep in. These elements did divide themselves up a bit and allow for OpFor to pick them apart, but now we have to deal with the town. FNF used to run something called Tuesday Night Tanks. I'm not sure if they run it anymore. So we got some OpFor trickled around. Blue 4 having 3 different contentions of attack, and I just saw multiple OpFor guys get wiped, and we just saw another one get wiped. That's almost the entirety of the left attack taken out, with the exception of one man who stayed on Overwatch. So this flank is now going to be relieved and be able to push in. OpFor's entire left flank has now folded in to provide more direct point security, and they're just skirmishing with the front force. Blue 4 cleaning up stuff on the right as well. I think with the reinforcements from right here, they're going to be able to break through the rest of that element. Yeah, you got Alpha on this Overwatch position right here. And, you know, it's got some good eyes. It's definitely going to stop Bravo from pushing in. And Bravo have been cut down quite a bit. They've taken some big chunks out over here, but actually some of the bodies were from over there, so I guess some people just left the server, but I don't think OpFor has the manpower to stop the sheer amount of Blue 4 that can push in, but we might see that that strong point right there is going to hold Blue 4. Blue 4 just need to wise up and use the tree line to get around, but there's other positions as well. Dream comes up with that AKS-74U. Yeah, love to see it. Of course he won that firefight. Puma trying to use his RPG to blindly fire into the town. He takes suppressive fire. Is Dream gonna smoke and go on the offensive? Alright, I'm all for it. Nope, he's running away like a bitch. Never mind. Is that a helmet camera? Yes, it is. But they're Russian. They don't have advanced technology. Cats, I love how he's being a marksman in this place. Because he's the marksman, and yet he's in a hanger. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna stop trying to... I need to stop using my intelligence. Alright, Dream puts some shots behind him and folds away. We got Korvac pushing aggressively up to this hill. Might run into Patriot. Like, I would get it if Cats was a machine gunner. That would be a great spot to put the machine gunner, but you're a marksman. Speaking of... I thought I just saw Puma fly away there. But no, he's going to basically try to outflank around, but he's being hunted by a few Blue 4 elements, so he's effectively pinned. OpFor had their last guy over here. He gets the kill. PJ doing attack reload. Schnuffles looking around. PJ with the double tap. I gotta respect that. More grenades going out. PJ on 4 kills. Will that grenade get Schnuffles? I think it's a smoke. It's a green smoke grenade. That was an explosive charge, and that immediately makes Schnuffles run. And I can't tell if PJ just got shot or his own explosion knocked him out. Nope. Ben B picked him off.
I was convinced Blue 4 was coming from the far south when they spawned north, and then abandoned the south defense when it was needed most.
Malin, it's like the plot from Avatar. But when Op4 needed that defensive line the most, it vanished. Great GL shot, by the way, from Wheaton. That next one goes over, but he did get a knockout right there. But Malin, thanks for the 62-month resub, Borowski. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you wear that 5-year badge with pride. Another GL comes in, hits the defensive fortification line. Look at the sheer amount of Op4, sheer amount of Blue 4, excuse me, but they're all spread out, and then Op4 just have their last remaining defensive line. That one spot, I feel like, is going to be the saving grace here, and it's a PKP gunner up here with the red dot. I still don't understand why. You, I understand, because you have the best weapon in the game for CQC. You should be out on the hill sniping people. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait a second. I see what Op4's done. They're baiting Blue 4 to shoot at each other to whittle down their player count. It's a good call. By the way, we have 17 minutes remaining. This round 1 went much longer than it should have, but, you know, c'est la vie. Fix bayonets. Actually, Blue 4 lost quite a few guys on this this hill here. So first push was a bit of a mistake. You got Op4 holding with the foxholes. Patriot doesn't have the kills though. All right, Puma's on 1. Patriot we just saw none. Lusot on 1. Mosquid on none. Yanni on none. I'm trying to see who has the multi-kills. Alexander on 2. Charlotte on 5. All right. Well, we've seen Charlotte in the Delta sweep, too. I'm not sure if Charlotte got any more kills beyond that, so we'll have to see what happens. Patriot playing dead. Because he's just on the edge where the grass de-renders. So you could see his movement up there a little easier. I do appreciate that Op4 is now trying to provide direct point security here. But Cat should be up on the bunker up here doing stuff. The machine gunner Seismo, I think, got sniped up here. That's funny, it hit the wall. You know, I gotta give Op4 credit, though. The reconsolidation of force, you've seen a lot of Blue 4 get killed off here, and they're still somewhat separated. And, you know, the first waves that were coming up unsupported were cut down, so we could see Op4 still repel remaining Blue 4 forces. Now, do I think Op4 is gonna win? Unlikely. But I still think we're gonna see this get close. Because Op4 finally have their backs against the wall. They can't retreat anymore. And Blue 4 are still somewhat spread out, and they're not really in good positions to support each other. So, at this point, we just have to wait and see. But Puma's in a really good spot to flank anyone that comes up on the side. And he's shooting from positions where friendlies are, so that's going to confuse their lines and further slow down forces and communication. And now we have the combat that I wanted to see. Foxhole to foxhole. Yes, a very open side of the hangar, or a well-fortified position. The choice is yours. Good shot by Patriot there. Pulled out of that foxhole so he could go and flank around and get a pick off. Not a bad call. Bluck takes fire and immediately runs away. Puma's charging. Bluck runs out of ammo. And he gets knocked down, but can Puma duck down quick enough? Oh, he can't. I think Zixme just got him with that last shot. Now you got some intense fighting in the tree line. It's just up to Alexander to defend. He's chilling in a tree. Meanwhile, over here, you have Patriot down to his handgun. Double tapping bodies. I think he just killed that guy, though. Now he's taking suppressive fire by his own position. 13 minutes remaining. This is not going to go to time. Grenades being thrown up. Looks like Bluck woke back up. Lucky for him, that's a smoke grenade, not a frag, because he would have just ate shit. Blue 4 trying to desperately push forces across, and they're getting cut down. Oh my god. Patriot running over. Command staying low, but looking the opposite way. Oh, Depso turns around. Patriot trying to triple time it into the defensive bunker. Or, excuse me, the foxhole. Depso taking fire from Charlotte. Charlotte shooting at Depso. Depso trying to whip around with that serpentine. Looking like a 2D texture, just going left and right like that. Blue 4 trying to push in with no support. Alexander just going around and booping people. Doubles his kill count in the meantime. Blue 4 blindly firing in here. Someone gets eyes on. Major Khan runs right into Alexander. What is this? This is some cheeky tree defense NASA on the hunt, though. Gets bitch slapped by Alexander. And then he runs around being the sneakiest son of a bitch. AT goes out to that bunker for some reason. Major Khan pokes his head out, wonders where those shots are coming from. Shuttle runs up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. He shoots shovels, but Major Khan finally realizes where he is. But look at the amount of Blue 4 triangles remaining. I think Op 4 have actually succeeded in this defense. I can't believe this. I, honest to God, can't believe this. Oh my god. Blue 4 finally getting some point security up here, but Op 4 have spent time setting up an internal defense here. Oh my god. Charlotte on 6 kills now, and Blue 4 are scaling. So is Charlotte going to be able to stop them? Yep, Charlotte spots Major Khan. PIDing real quick. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Oh, a beautiful trade. And then Bluck fires and the body slides down. I appreciate Charlotte doing that due diligence, though, but the trade, oh, that's gotta suck. Op 4 is down to 6, 7, 8, and Blue 4 is down to 5. With Kermit all the way back here playing marksman. Ah, yes. And I think Kermit actually just shot that guy over there, but I digress. You have Patriot on 4 kills right now. He's gotten all of his kills by flanking around like this. Dude's son hiding behind a little bit of shrubbery right there. Patriot, I think that was kill number 5. 6. Slushy was on 7. Excuse me, Charlotte was on 7. Oh, Patriot gets number 7 there. Ah, yes, the headshot marksman. Grenade goes in. Is it going to pen and kill Bluck? It does not. Blue 4 is down to 2. Now, can you imagine if Op 4 is at full strength? I think Bluck just threw a grenade in his own building. That's funny. Can you imagine if Op 4 is at full strength? doing that defense instead of pushing forces out individually, that would have been a slaughter for Blue 4. Bluck gets blucked away, and now it's up to Do It, son. Can do it, son. I can't even. Can do it, son. Channel his inner Audrey Hotto and win the remaining match for Blue 4. Patriot gets shot dead by Op 4. Congratulations, you won. Yanni will give you your prize. It's a headshot. Oh, Do It Son's dead. I didn't even notice. Anyway, Kermit is the last Blue 4 standing. And he's not a human, he's a frog. But, you know, we'll see how he does. Dwarves, yeah, you are a bit stupid there, Roski. I'm sorry. Alright, Lolo got yo-yoed. Patriot got dunked. And you're still unconscious over there. Why don't you just quit while you're ahead, Mr. Moss? Anyway. Yanni, really great at shooting everyone on his own team. Actually, no, because it's just 3 people knocked out. And he does have 2 kills, and he is trying to hit Kermit. But can't seem to knock Kermit out either. We're at 7 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Op 4 just had a really funny last stand, and all the people that were getting the multis were pretty much knocked out. Because let's look at the remaining player counts, kill counts here. 2, 1, 0, 0, 2. Yeah, so all the people that got all the kills are dead. I think by their own people, but, you know, standard Russian experience. I mean, Kane, if you wanted that, you could just go through, oh, whatchamacallit, you could just go through 3CB factions and pull out all the civilian guns. It's a little tedious, but it also gives you a nice review of what everything is. And Good Zeus has got to know everything under their disposal. FR, I am doing A-OK, broski. Pleasure to have you on. Hope you're doing A-OK. I do appreciate that Op 4 made this defensive idea around the objective. I'm not going to knock that. I just find it really funny that Blue 4 came right on top of the objective, and the only people that spotted them were the ones doing all the work on the outskirts. Oh, man. Yeah, dwarves, well, sometimes you gotta make do, you know? What Californian farmers would have? Well, they'd have nothing because they have some pretty strict gun laws over there. Oh, my God. Maple, we're at the end of round 1, and it is 4:20. Jeez. That lasted a while, didn't it? Oh! Kermit doesn't take any damage. Sixten backs off after suppressing Kermit. Kermit running in. He needs to find explosives. You know, another thing. Just satchel these. You don't know where it is, but if you find 2 satchels, just satchel both buildings. You win. It's a grenade. It's another grenade, and it goes right to Dream, but Dream ducks in, shuts the door. Alright, Kermit, climb up the side of the building and freaking Navy SEALs these dudes. Wow. can't. I just dropped my pencil too. Oh my god. I'm just... Okay. Alright, he tried. GG. Well played. That was round 1. Alright, up for 30% only thought he'd... Okay, damn. Alright, I like it. Oh, talk about squander too, but Blue 4 kept putting their units in positions where they couldn't really support each other, and it just turned into trickle tactics. Oh. Oh my god. Alright, Farabad adds sector. Let's go ahead and get into the next round, ladies and gentlemen. What do I want to play? You know what? I'm just going to let this play. I'm just going to let that play. I like it. It works for me. Let's get some command and conquer in our lives here. Alright, map is going to be Farabad. Now I have to hit the save button 20 times. Excellent. This is round 2, where Blue 4 is attacking. Up 4 sectors. Blue 4 has a, what is that, a 10% number advantage? Ooh. %10 numbers advantage. 'em MRAPs for transport. Two M240 Humvees and 2 LAV 25s. Okay. While Up 4 has 2 BRDMs, 2 BMP3s. Okay. That's... Who in the balancing department thought a BMP3 is equivalent to an LAV-25? Hey, I'm all for it. All right, let's go. Kermit committed self-deletion. Something like that. No main cannon, Malin. You dealt with the 2 front coaxes, right? The PKTs? That are on all BMDs? Alright, no. Actually, I think the BMP, all BMDs have them, but do BMP3s have the 2 front coaxes? Or is it just the BMD models? Now I'm blanking on that. Oh yeah, Razor, of course. So many were lost in boating accidents and they're not reported anymore, right? Yeah, of course. That's good, Maple. Oh, man. One second. Yes, Savi, this is round 2 in prep at this time. So only 90 people, so it's going to be about a 45v45, so platoon versus platoon. But a lot of vehicles to choose from here, so we'll see how things go. Dwarves, your grandpa sounds incredibly based, and I'd love to meet him. Now, when I was visiting my uncle for the first time in Georgia, I want to say a little under half a year ago, that's when I went hog hunting. My uncle's best friend who lives across the street had like this basement just absolutely decked out in so many different firearms. I felt like a kid in a candy store. But the history behind some of them was pretty awesome. Some dating to the Second World War, one from Nam. It's good stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially gun safety has to be very important. Because, you know, like any other tool. Ugh. Do you know how many things can kill you in a kitchen, for example? If you're not careful. Oh. I wonder what this is all on about. Jeez. Here, I'm gonna fan the flames. Because if you know Zixme and his personal story... Ollie, we're going to start round 2 momentarily, so we're just waiting for things to go, but... Oh, let's see if Charlotte replies, because she's messaging me about admin stuff. All right, cool, yeah, so we're going to do, we're going to start Daisy 30 to 60 minutes after FNF, because we need to get sorted with stuff. And flirting with Floodwing, because that's always fun. How much fuckery happened in round 1? Ollie, you don't want to know. I only wrote down 5 timestamps, but I feel like I should have written down at least 2 others, but I'll catch that in editing after FNF. I mean, there's one of 2 things that's going to happen after FNF. It's either... No. Okay, hold on. I'm not even going to say one of whatever. It's, either going to do Dark Tide, either going to edit videos, either going to do mission dev, or either going to go build a farm in Core Keeper. We'll see. I mean, it's just 2 BMP3s. I mean, nothing bad's gonna happen. Everick, me boy, how are you doing? When are you gonna release those drones that can drop 40mm grenades on people? So, fun fact, actually, little side story, and this is still one of the funniest things that I think has ever happened that's involved me, but I used to have someone in my ops back between 2019 and 2020 that would almost religiously fly drones in my ops whenever chance he got. And when the Ukraine war broke out, he actually went over and claimed he had military experience specifically with drones. And he took everything he learned in my ops and he actually started doing it. And every week he sends me a few videos. The man has a kill count in the hundreds. But I remember, like, I think the most terrifying stuff he ever sent me was something that one of the guys in his little group, they always operate in small groups. They were using Chinese drones, and there was a period of, I think, 2 or 3 weeks where every time they'd put that drone up, they would immediately receive counter battery fire or something. It was scary. But they phased those out, and he's doing other stuff. But if he ever comes back, because Everick, he's a 3CB dev and he's working on all this other stuff, one of the things he's working on is dropping 40mm grenades from drones. I'm literally going to have an op and put him in that slot and go, all right, there you go. Have fun. Welcome home. But another buddy of mine recently came back from a Donbass rotation, so I'm hoping to see him in my ops again soon. But he does logistics driving and whatnot. And there's another guy I know who, when I got my father his birthday presents, one of them was a massive case of ammo. And I got it from this other guy who just told me, hey, it fell off of a truck in Ukraine, just... here's a really good price. I can get it to you. Just don't ask any questions. It was good ammo, too. Which means I know it isn't Russian ammo. Because he was also selling Russian surplus ammo. I'm like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, Chief. That's going to misfire. Hard. That looks good, Everick. Not the drones in the next update? Oh well. We'll work with what we got, but I appreciate the update, broski, nonetheless. Alright, round 2 has started. Let's go ahead and go over everything. This was made by Elliot here. Background, a NATO coalition moves into Iraq to contest recent Iranian gains. Lovely. The city of Farabad has been taken over, with Iran strengthening its positions in the industrial area and outskirts. NATO hopes to make this engagement decisive as to not turn the Battle of Farabad into a siege. Area of operations is surrounding Farabad. The area surrounding Farabad is wide open. Care will be needed to... Care will need to be taken, God, English, to get infantry safely into the AO. Some nearby hills and mountains provide sight lines into the outskirts, but will wane in effectiveness as the fighting moves into the city. That makes sense. Game mode here is add sector, opt for defending 3 areas. Once Blue 4 gets a number advantage of infantry into a sector, so if Op 4 have 2 people in the sector but Blue 4 have 3, or if Op 4 has no one in the sector and Blue 4 have a single person enter, it'll start a 90-second countdown. Once that countdown ends, the sector is taken and cannot be taken back by the defenders. And if at any point the attackers lose the number advantage in that sector, the timer is paused and then reset upon the attackers getting the number advantage again in the sector. The attackers, in this case Blue 4, have to take all 3 sectors to win. The defenders, in this case Op 4, have to defend at least 1 sector to win. And, of course, standard FNF rules. If you entirely wipe your opponent, you win by default. Mission variables here, standard 50-minute round, 50-minute safe start. Render distance going to be 1,500 because we have autocannon Vixen play. Magnified optics, yes. Oh, all right. Defender build points are less than half. They're at 60 instead of the standard 125, and no NVG equipment is in play. Medium anti-tank setting is going to be a small for Blue 4. Op 4 have an RPG 32. Blue 4's kit is going to be modern Army American uniforms. 1 second. Doing the breakdown here, got the platoon sergeant, platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR. They have the Hunt IR 40mm camera grenades. We saw them in the last round, little cylinders that have a parachute on them. They're basically a bird's eye view camera that let the squad leader see above. Really great for getting their point of reference and seeing enemy forces. For reconnaissance, you got your machine gunners, machine gunner assistants, combat engineers. Combat engineers have the choice of 4 different types of ordnance, that being 3 no, excuse me, 4 explosive charges that you can also throw like a normal grenade, or 2 explosive satchels, which you can only throw up to a meter, but they will blow up almost any building that can be blown up in this game. Or you can have 3 AT mines or 4 tripwire mines, 2 being HE that will kill people, 2 being flares that will startle people. You got your light anti-tank, your medium anti-tank, 1 assistant, 2 assistant don't matter anymore. RI, RIS, and SMP also don't matter because they were part of a group called X-Ray, which you haven't seen in over a year. Designated marksman, you have 1 in Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Looks like Blue Force is going to be the Mark 11. And then you got your crew leads, crewmen, pilots, medics, and your base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be M16A4s or M4A1s, depending on personal preference. Also the base M4A1 without the black rail. Glock 17s for the handgun. Light machine gunners, now for Bravo and Charlie, get the M249. Delta medium machine gunners are going to get the M240 Gulf. Light anti-tank for Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie is going to be the single-shot disposable M136, which will damage a BMP-3. And then crew and aviation get the choice of an MP7 or an M4A1. Nothing on crew served weapons. Assets for Blue 4 include an M2 Striker, 2 transport trucks, multiple transport MRAPs, 2 up armored 240. I thought these were Humvees, but no, these are M1240s, which are MRAPs. And then 2 LAV-25s with AP ammo for the autocannon. 3 mags of 70 rounds. It's actually not that bad, or 1 large magazine of 1,200 rounds for the 240 coax. Otherwise, Op 4 uniform is going to be your Iranian camouflage kits. Loadout's going to be G3s or HK330A2s. So either the choice of 7.62 for a battle rifle with the G3 or 5.56 with the HK33. 1911s for the handgun. That's probably the shittiest one because it only has 7 rounds. RPKs for Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie's light machine gunners. Medium machine gunners and Delta get the MG3. Light anti-tank's going to be 2 rounds for an RPG-7. And then crew and aviation get the choice of the HK33 or an MP5. Nothing on crew served weapons. Their assets include 3 transport Hiluxes that are covered up, 2 static Dishkas, 2 BRDMs with both the KPVT and the PKT, 2 static PKMs, and 3 late-era BMP3s with all 400 rounds of AP ammo. Damn. Okay. These are, I'm kind of regretting not coming on. Oh, is that an ad? No, damn you. Why? You monster. All right, hold on. I'll fix that in a second. I'll go over everything here and then change my music out. Oh, that's funny. That's a lot of ammo. Otherwise, let's go ahead and go over everything. So Pierce is going to be commanding Blue 4. Meerkat's going to be his 2IC. Hirana leading Alpha with Korvac as the marksman. Again, that Mark 11 in play. Major Khan as the medic for Alpha. There goes my camera. Schnuffle is leading Alpha 1 with Ash, Audrey, Artisan, and Zoni under him. There's 2 Ashes. Okay, there's Ashe and Ash, because Alpha 2 doesn't have a leader, but it's Ash, Tackleberry, Banks, Air, Wheaton, and Harmonica user. Evergarden leading Bravo with Luce being the 2IC, Smith being the marksman, Short being an AT gunner. I guess merged from maybe Bravo 2, because you also have Lusso total, and Solomon's under Bravo 1, but nothing else in Bravo 2. Soy Boy leading Charlie with Norris as the medic. Bates is the 2IC. You can tell he's the 2IC because he has the slash and the GL, because the leadership doesn't have... Oh, wait, no, he's the marksman. Okay, so they just... took the 2IC slot then. Iqbal, Waldo, and Harrington under Charlie 1. Charlie 2 has Dreams leading Cullis, Dobbs, Wise, Malin, and Puma. PJ leading Delta with Erbu, Stein, and Vanderhuge as the medium machine gunners. Rubino being a team leader. And, okay, they're just going to take 3 machine guns. Echo is going to have Katz with Yanni as the gunner and Nemesis Nazariah as the assistant. So that Sma is going to have 6 rounds total between 2 with Yanni, 2 with Nem, and 2 with Azariah. Ben, Mediumate, and Elliot being 1 vehicle crew, and Shuttle and Rust being the other vehicle crew for those 2 LAV-25s. Vagrant is going to be leading Op 4 command. Alexander leading Alpha with Crisp being a marksman. Marksman rifle is going to be the PSG-1. Interesting, but I guess that makes sense because they're also using G3s. All that is German weaponry. Reapers, Charlotte, and Seismo all together in Alpha 1. Alpha 2 has Morgan, Oddball, Timu, Lurch, and Dewitson all together. I'm seeing no leadership in either team. Interesting. NASA going to be leading Bravo, Zixme going to be the marksman, Kermit being the medic. Goblin, Legend, Tim, Kappa, and Depso all together for Bravo 1. Tomer leading Bravo 2 with a, Ish? I don't know how to pronounce that. Omri, Drawn, Minnie, Geese, and Finney all together. Settler I just saw, and he just disappeared. Don't know what happened to him. But okay. Micah's leading Charlie with Mossquit as the marksman, Pingus as the medic, Fastiger being an AT gunner. I don't see anything else in Charlie. And then you got Patriot, Kiri, and Yano being the Echo team. So that is probably going to be Patriot leading with Kiri with the gunner and Yano as an assistant. So 4 rounds for the RPG-32 in play. And then you got Grondgorower, excuse me. Bunker in Boston taking one of the BMP3s, Lolo 16 and Sam taking the other BMP3. I'm going to switch the music up. Let's do the Keepers theme. That's always one of my go-tos for desert maps. So I'm going to go ahead and get that switched out in the commands if they even decide to work, because Stream Elements has been having a heart attack recently. And I'll go ahead and get that saved 20 times, and maybe one of the saves will actually go through on the database. So right off the bat, here's my number one concern. Look at Blue 4. Look at their assets. We do have an M2 Vic. That's cool, but that's not going to pen a BMP3. 70 rounds per 3 mags is 210 rounds across 3 magazines, but Op4 have a single mag of 195, but then they have 2 of them. So they have nearly double the AP ammo as the LAVs, which I guess also makes sense because a lot of Blue 4's transport is going to be motorized with those MRAPs, but my god, that's a lot, you know? So, and you gotta also remember, one of those rounds, if they hit you, is more than likely going to kill you unless it's like a leg or arm shot, if not at least knock you out. So we've got, you know, this would also be a really cool map to do another Highway of Death on. I haven't done a Highway of Death in a while. I should probably do that. Yeah. Someone remind me in a Discord DM to make Highway of Death. We'll have that in November. Maybe as a Monday out, but I digress. Op 4's defensive position. Sector 1 is this little military buildup right here. Sector 2, these AOs are massive, by the way, is that little industrial area. And then Sector 3 is this small little block on this building. But this building can be satcheled and completely destroyed. So that should be quite interesting. But nonetheless, especially with these open areas, we're probably going to see the BMP3s doing some pretty good Overwatch here. And then we also could see a BMP3 like on this hill just snipe anything that comes around. That should be good. Interesting water textures there for that area for a little bit of an aqueduct. Fascinating. But otherwise, yeah, the bridge with the natural choke point. Then you got the aqueduct here. Quite a few natural choke points on this AO, but for 45 people, that's not a lot for them to work with. And here you have Op4 geared up to cross on the southern side with quite a few assets here. Both BMP3s and Matt going out to hunt. Which, again, I don't think that's a bad call. Having medium anti-tank go out to immediately flank is a good idea. Honestly, what's stopping them from just sending the BMP3s down the road with the BRDMs on point to just try to find the convoy and engage it early on? Yeah, the BRDMs are going to draw fire and probably get immediately sniped, but that's going to immediately give location for the BMP3s to take them out, and then there's nothing really remaining in that convoy to take out the BMP3s, so, you know, messy. 49 versus 39. Well, let's have a look. So Blue 4 down to that. Op 4. Yeah. Yeah, so there is quite a significant boost in numbers, but again, Op 4 have BMP3s. I dink on a lot of Russian armor, but BMP3s were made in like 1990, I think. So they're relatively modern pieces of equipment compared to LAVs, which are much older. I mean, I'm assuming they also removed the BMP3 thermal imaging, but whew, we'll see. Right off the bat, we got Blue 4 prepping the remaining convoy here. Everyone's mounted up and ready to go. Looks like they're going to be going off the road. Blue 4 could race to this oil depot here. I'm going to be honest, having a PMC group defend that would also be a nice AO, but crazy ideas aside. We'll have to see how all this goes. I feel like if Blue 4 can get their foot in the door, then they'll be fine. But if Op 4 can keep the open areas around the AOs locked down, then they'll be okay as well. So just send one BMP to cover this, another BMP to cover that, and then have the rest of your defensive line right here, and then you can order your BMPs to come around and flank the open force if they're not coming through that direction. That's all you need to do. But what kind of scares me is we don't have a BMP3 lined up to go immediately north. Both are going to go south and stay internal. I don't know why this one's over here, for example, because anything that it could do, it could literally do from this road down here and just go straight and then veer off, because BMPs are also amphibious. All BMP and BTR models, except for the D variants, are amphibious. But the Ds have more armor. 1 minute remaining. I know, Everick, you probably have an endless queue to keep you busy for years to come. But I'm sure the Arma community appreciates your work, because you're definitely putting out new content quicker than RHS. Not to say I don't dislike what RHS puts out, but I know one of the biggest issues for Arma players these days is when something new comes out, it's usually played into oblivion until the next thing comes out, and that's why you have so many waves of people leave and come back. So I don't know. It's all a interesting balancing game. And there's the round officially starting. BM P3s, I think misplay, because I just saw one put its engine on. The engine should have been on already. So they could have gone immediately out in the get-go. You got one BRDM moving out with Echo with infantry. I do not think OpFor should be sending infantry out here. This should all be for the autocannons and the medium and heavy machine guns. Infantry should be on the objectives playing defense. And especially not in positions where they can be sniped by autocannons. We could see the RPG get some nice early snipes as well. But I love how we literally have Blue 4 Matt just barreling down the main road. Amazing. Now that really is a wonderful start, and they managed to get it flipped. The D is for drown. Love it. So that slowed down their infantry push a little bit. You have the entire open area, and you think the best thing for you to do is to put it here. In an AO that spans this direction, this is where the cutoff is. This is the line. So you are literally watching 100 meters. Okay. Echo get a snipe on the command vehicle. And Pierce is now going to play dead because his 2IC is dead. He's just going to vibe in this Vic right here and ask command to, or excuse me, his vehicles to bail him out.
You're ranging it, wait.
They're now trying to range vehicles out, maybe on echoes. Shot goes out. Hits. Knocks it out, but it's otherwise ineffective. So Echo sniping 2 vehicles out because their BMP-3s are in the dumbest positions possible. This one also on the extreme southern flank. Out of everywhere Blue 4 can come from. Now, granted, I'm going to put this as a disclaimer. Yeah, Blue 4 is pushing all their forces over here, and that's really silly. And Op4 has been able to properly predict that, but that's not the point. The point is, Op4 have made a very risky gamble. This is a Pierce play. On Op4's side, where they actually are going to get it right with a very niche strategy. And it's a Pierce play. No, okay. Where is my... Okay, no. I need to backtrack everything I just said. Because now it makes complete sense. That's why I was so confused, because it was Vagrant and Pierce, but no. All right, let me clarify. If this was not Vagrant as Op4 command and Pierce as Blue 4 command, I would be insulting this. However, Pierce would pull some BS like this and flanking everything around in the high ground. He could have done it here as well, but he decided to do that. And Vagrant is committing both of his vehicles to cover the extreme flanks because he knows Pierce would pull something like that. So I'm going to backtrack. That just shows that Vagrant knows how to counter Pierce properly, which is commendable. But if you were a new viewer and you saw this, you would probably be equally frustrated as me, or at least I just was until I put it in the proper context. So again, for the context, Pierce would push his forces on the extreme flanks because it's Pierce, and Vagrant, who is one of the better commanders in the community, a commander that I see take the mantle almost every week, would know how to counter Pierce. So I'm backing up. I'm admitting I made a mistake there because, yeah, no, Vagrant is definitely countering the equivalent of a Pierce play here. And I'm not even going to call this a Pierce play, too, because Pierce has only 2 options. Because everything else is an open field and he will just get slaughtered if he tried to bum rush it. And Pierce has been banned in the past for doing rush plays, so he's very unlikely to do rush plays, period. So he's trying to play the tactical option, but he's just shooting himself in the foot. But because of past mistakes and how FNF staff have treated him in those mistakes, he doesn't want to make those calls. So now he's kind of stuck. Blue 4 Commander's not dead, though. He's still in that Vic. He played dead, but his 2IC is definitely down. It's just now Op4 can send their vehicles around, counter this element, and stop anything from pushing in. So now you're going to get this really nasty open field fight that's going to favor the defense because BMP-3s. And I agree, rushing is a legit tactic. It's just Pierce got banned for commanding for like a month or 2 because he made a rush play, but it went horribly because it was on an AO that he should not have rushed. Because the defenders started right on top of the objective, and the objective was 2 objectives that were pretty much right next to each other like this, which you wouldn't want to rush. But around these open fields, you would definitely want to rush it. But the enemy has very powerful autocannon, Vic, so you have to send like 1 or 2 forces to rush first before you send in the main group. And you can only have them be up to a minute apart, 30 seconds to a minute, which is very hard to coordinate. And Nero, it's banned because if you do the rush run, you get everyone killed in the round within the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then people complain. And that's just how FNF wants to police itself, which I get both sides of, but then you have these really long, drawn-out conflicts, and I guess this community would rather have longer, drawn-out conflicts where you're slowly slaughtered and you can't do anything, rather than someone makes a bad play and gets everyone killed. That would be the analysis I give. Autocannon is now coming out and disabling these MRAVs.
I'm not gonna lie though, again, the rush would have been the best option. But again, you can't just rush your entire force in. You gotta do recon on your rush. And Blue 4 had some fast-moving vehicles accidentally tabbed out right there, and that could have worked to their advantage, but now they're all gonna be pinned up here, and I feel for Pierce because he's kind of walking on a minefield here. Because if he makes the rush play, he risks getting banned again. So, I mean, what can he do? Blue Force resorted to playing music and chilling. Okay. You know, that's not a bad tactic. I wish I could play some good music for you guys, but copyright is a bit of a bitch. Malin, you on Blue 4? Yes, you are. Alright, well. Charlie have no idea what we're meant to do. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this AO would have been better without the autocannons. I think if Op4 was given the ability to use the higher positions on these fortifications and allow Blue 4 room to actually push in on an outer position and push in, I think these two sectors would have been enough. You don't need Sector 3 in the back. You could have had some really nice CQC engagements. And then Blue 4 hopefully would not have been dumb enough to put forces on the mountaintops and do the Overwatch fallacy. I feel like there's enough room here, though, for Blue 4 to still separate its attack, but with the autocannons in play, especially with BMP3s versus LAVs, I feel like it actually really inhibits what this round was designed for, which, granted, it's an open environment. It's perfect for autocannons, but I think autocannons are too powerful for this one. You know what I mean? Because now you're just going to see that BMP3 hit stuff over here. This BMP is eventually going to be committed into this flank, but this group cannot move until that BMP moves. They're at the mercy of this, the BMP3 here, and it's already been pinning some of the vehicles out here. And you can actually see some battle damage that one of the LAVs took. So, this is going to be another long, drawn-out round. I have an idea. It's only going to benefit me, though. I'm going to... Actually, no, that'd be rude because her foot's hurt. Anyway, I might disappear in 5 minutes to go get some chili. And we can all relax because this is going to be a very long, drawn-out match because Op4 Echo did their job. They sniped 2 vehicles. One of the autocannon Vics disabled another MRAP and put damage to one of the LAV-25s. And now Blue 4 are kind of stuck up here. I'm going to be honest, the equivalent of an LAV-25 is definitely a BTR-80 Alpha, 82 Alpha, or BTR-90. Because both are lightly armored, and after a few autocannon rounds in the right place can get fried. But the armor on a BMP-3 doesn't really have a match, because a Bradley is more armored than that. But I've seen Bradleys fight BMP-2s, and it was laughable who won that fight. But you also have to understand that the LAVs and the BMP3s only have access to their autocannon and a coax, nothing else. But honestly, from the map perspective, what is Blue 4 supposed to do here to get in? This is round 2. Because all you're going to have now is the autocannons blink at the infantry on the garrison. And we're going to see, yep, both BMP3s are now taking initiatives on Overwatch. And Echo's trying to get around. They still have 2 AT shots to put out. And they could potentially snipe other vehicles that are driving around and further deprive Blue 4 of transport. I think Blue 4 might be pulling back to also get more transport. And I think they're just going to miss each other because of the building in the way. Which is also pretty hilarious. Yeah, no, they're going to literally get on this ridge and snipe the LAVs. That's incredible. Unless they just injured their Vic. Okay, no, they don't want to risk pushing up to that next ridge because they don't know exactly where Blue 4 is. But why push out to the food when the food can potentially drive up to you? Oh, there's a green chili downstairs I want to go try. This is going to be one hell of a long round. 1 second. So Blue 4 stuck on basically this map barrier right here. They could potentially remount and come around the mountain over here and enter through the waterway and end up on this corner and then push in, but half of their transport Vics have been smoked, so they're kind of stuck in that position right now. Now you got Echo, they're going to ride up the border right to where they need to. And Blue 4 are trying to push. So we'll see if Echo can catch them. So they might move a bit closer to right there. And then they'll end up right on top of Blue 4. Yeah, the Jaws music has started. I do appreciate, look at where this transport Vic has gone all the way around. This is going to go to time, though. Even though there's 34 minutes remaining, 3 sectors to still take. Blue 4 is still going to be spending another 5 to 15 minutes maneuvering in. I think this is over.
Terry, you want to kill 5 dudes? I think it's worth, right? 500 on those 5 guys on the rock. You see them? What the fuck?
Just one dude falls over. Oh. A bit of a waste of a rocket, but okay. I was hoping he was actually going to direct hit someone and cause everyone else to die. But now both LAVs are racing back. There's now no autocannon security, but Op4's tightened their defensive line, so they can't take advantage of that. Yeah, if all of them died, that would have been worth it, but look at this. You're about to have Grand Theft Auto. I can't believe this. Get that RPG out. They're coming to you, dude. You're dead. You hit the rock. Yeah, this is the part where you say you're out of AT ammo. Oh my god. What the hell was the point of this? I appreciate that he was going for the ram, but... What is this round? Just... Alright, Blue 4 finally done a dismount back here, completely around the BMP3, which is just funny. We have another Vic that has had its engine shot out in the river. These infantry are moving up. And the LAVs are still bullying this one guy over here. To which I ask why. I don't get it. This round is far up bad. Glow J. Yeah, you're right. The BMP3 does not have access to the 100mm gun. It only has access to the autocannon for this round for the sake of balance. Oh, speaking of balance. They were going to get on the rear and potentially kill the two people turned out on the BMP3. That would have been funny. Instead, they're just driving right up to the final. Guys, where's Sector 3? I didn't know that's how you controlled a BMP3. You just push it with your... Now it is October, but I forgot that on some Russian vehicles they were experimenting with devices that kind of bent space-time together. So I think we just witnessed one of those devices having a little bit of what they would call a fucky-wucky. I love how they're actually checking the people in the Vic, but it looks like one LAV is broken away. Nope, he's backing up. They really want to kill them, don't they? Meanwhile, Blue 4 have tried to push up, and, yeah.
I don't know, but we've got, yeah, one of your guys as well.
Yeah.
Get up, Marlon. Get up.
That's the opposite of good. Sector 3 taken.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Red-Eyed Wolf gifting out 5 subs. If you got a sub from Red-Eyed Wolf, make sure you thank him or her. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick
Send in
out
Goat
of this
Team
scenario.
6 now. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Wait. But...
Send in Goat Team 6.
I think they built a ramp. And...
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I got nothing. Guys, I got nothing. I got nothing. Sector 1 now being taken. As they take autocannon fire from the BMP over there, and you've got a single guy over here. Korvac is running around because there's a BMP-3 up with him. And you got these 2 guys on a blocking position.
I got it, Arson.
I can't! Oh my god! Oh, this freaking round, I swear to god! I'm crying! Guys, we're gonna have DayZ an hour after round 3 ends. Just... I can't. Oh my god. This is still round 2, yeah. So we have a BMP-3 out here on no kills. How's the other BMP-3 doing? No kills. Okay. 2 out of the 3 sectors have been taken. Half the round's gone. Blue 4 are now getting in the zone. LAVs are finally coming into the AO. Massaging my temple a little bit because I'm just losing my damn sanity. There's a whole squad of infantry in this building. Okay, no, I'm not going to knock it, actually, because it's got nice 2-story coverage of most of the angle right here. And you see them plinking at infantry out here. What's smoking out here? An MRAP? An MRAP. Oh, thank you. I was gonna come down and get it, but I appreciate it. Love you too. Yeah, F and F and Sanity, I guess, don't really mix, do they? Alright, so Blue 4, we finally have the LAVs coming in. I just don't know... Oh, no, they can suppress the buildings at Op 4 Garrison and make it easier for Blue 4 to actually move in. Meanwhile, we got 2 blue 4 over here. Also, this is a magnified optic fight, so everyone has ACOGs on their weaponry and whatnot. And so you got 230 scopes down. Okay, what's your plan? What's your plan? Yeah. Yeah, that about covers. It seems like every minute there's something to write down. I can't. I can't. Alright, blue 4 have some units in the zone. They just gotta kill the remaining defenders, get more QRF in, and they'll win by default.
Okay, you know I'm not gonna fire it.
I'm just legitimately losing my sanity here. And then you got the autocannon Vix back there. Okay, LAVs have been silly this entire time. AT4 going out, misses the BMP. Have the BMPs gotten any kills yet? Okay, one got a kill with, oh, he's doing that fun thing where he DJ spins the BMP3 to make it work. Other one hasn't gotten a single kill. You know, I am happy we're playing Daisy after this, because I'm losing my sanity. Dream snipes out Depso with an AT4. At the cost of potentially backblasting him. I haven't seen a shootout that bad. I can't. Steve, there's your answer there. He's, yeah. Yeah. 2 blue 4 in the zone. More blue 4 are pinned to the north, some are pinned to the southeast. It's really just up to Dream and Wise to slowly come in and breach everything. I'm legit developing a headache. I can't take this seriously. I actually think blue 4 is going to win this. Based on the numbers coming into the AO at this rate. I don't know what happened to Op 4. I don't even want to start trying to predict what happened. I'm just kind of at my wit's end with this. Did Yano survive and actually come? Oh my god. And then why do we still have a B? Okay, just no more logic. No more logic. We just have Mr. FR coming around. Just checking the doorways. And he gets annihilated. Mr. BMP. Dream. Buddy. Ah, this isn't anonymous at all. Ominous, anonymous, whatever the hell. It would be really funny if FR had AT on him and they took the AT and used it on the BMP3. Oh, look, they found the LAV. I wonder who was in it. Oh, it wasn't Pierce. I think it's just abandoned. Wow, good job, BMP3. You found something. Are you actually... Dream, what are you doing? You're gonna kill yourself, you...
Get out.
You missed. The other Blue 4 guy also killed himself. That's incredible. Okay. You know, I got some chili right here. I'm just gonna have a bite of that. Has some nice spice to it too. Some fried up tortillas in it. Would have been a nice tortilla soup too. Delicious. And I love how the LAVs come up to take credit in disabling it, even though it was already... Okay. Here we go. Blue 4 charging in. They have the manpower now to officially capture the sector. Shoot him in the foot. Shoot him in the foot. The foot. The foot. Oh, he doesn't have the depression. Ha! That guy got grenaded. Wait, yes he does. There goes one LAV. Now it's flaming out. And cooking off. I don't even want to cover round 3 after this, man. Blue 4 has the manpower advantage now. Finney somehow beats out Harana in a 1v1 there. Oh, I'm actually getting a headache. This is... Reaper has been stabilized there. Did you just... There goes that BRDM. So you see a flaming out LAV and you go, oh shit, LAV, and you start. I can actually feel myself losing brain cells. I'm impressed. This I pardon because this is I love that he has a freaking ACOG on it. But you know, this is Fog of War. I'm not gonna bitch about this. It's funny, it's haha, but you know, it happens all the time. But that was something. Wait, you're shooting at, you're a crewman and you're shooting at other OPFOR crewmen and you, okay, it doesn't matter. Blue 4 just did OPFOR a favor with that one, Chief. This is the end of round 2. And this has so far been too many. There was some silliness in the last round, which I pardoned, but this one hurts. And OPFOR might actually bounce back. This is down to the wire, too. That's just... my god. And... Rust, that's why you gotta stop, drop, and roll like Shuttle. Otherwise you get shot. See? Shuttle survived. He almost didn't, but he survived. I just caster cursed at him. Never mind, I'm evil. Anyway. I can't. There goes Schnuffle. Alright, I'll actually do a count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 10! I do have 10 timestamps. From this round alone. How are you not dead? You literally just had... Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, PJ. Yeah. And there's number 11! Blue 4's down to 3 dudes, with a 4th and a 5th on the outside, and OPFOR has around 10. Yeah, I wonder why. You use this and another wooden thing to get it up to the roof, I know that much.
Nie widzę.
Ja również.
It's 3 o'clock.
Nobody expects the roof BRDM. Do you not? What would be a... Oh, now he decides to... Thank you. Two enemies remaining. That would normally be a timestamp. Last enemy. I'm gonna timestamp it. I don't care. You know what? I'm just gonna eat chili while I do this, alright? Oh, I thought he was gonna die. Can Evergarden channel his inner Audrey Hotto and somehow win a 1 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a fight for his life when he only has a little over 3 minutes remaining as he medics himself? Well, Liru, he does have the G383, and he does have an SU-230A scope on it, so there is quite a possibility here that he might be able to channel his inner Audrey Hotto to do this. He does have a 6 kill count already, but with those additional 9, he'll have to get up to 15, but can he do it in those 3 minutes? That is the real question today, chat. Oh no, it's a BRDM. Oh no, it's a BRDM!
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
What the players doing?
They're dying. They're dying, Tropic. That's what they're doing. Thanks for a 29-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I'll be getting a nice kick out of this scenario. Yep, won by elimination. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna level with you. I'm never gonna talk about this again. That's one of those rounds where I look at it and go, we will never speak of this again. Ever. I'm gonna be honest, the rooftop BRDM was fine, but here's the thing. I have a general policy. When I write down over 10 timestamps from a single round, usually that means I'm never gonna do it again. But anyway, let's go ahead and change up our commands. I'm gonna keep eating my lunch. Or would it be dinner at this point? Honestly, I don't know. My brain hurts too much at the moment. Okay. Let's play some chill music. The map is going to be Altus. That's a throwback. Okay, this is round 3, where Blue 4 is trying to capture Op 4's flag. Blue 4 has a 10% numbers advantage. A Huey helicopter. And 2 M2 Vicks, while Op 4 has 2 PKT VOD and 2 static DSHKs. Okay. When round 3 ends, we will take a 1-hour break and be back with DayZ. Okay. Oh, right, the prediction. Who won that? Blue 4, right? Totally. Nope, Blue 4 wins, because at this point, with the amount of brain damage I just sustained with that one, it doesn't matter. I think we all lost. I think we definitely all lost. My God. No, I think humanity can go on. I think everyone that just viewed that lost. Pretty hard. That's okay. How's everyone's Friday evening going? At this rate, this round should be over by 7 o'clock. Unless it ends earlier, in which case DayZ at the latest will start at 8. And look, here, in all honesty, some of the highlights I wrote down for the last round were just bad circumstances and we make fun of them. Some of them, though, were dumb. I can't even get to that. Shadow, you don't want to know. I thought the first round was crazy, but yeah, round 2 was whew, something else. Yeah, as he came on during round 1, and then he jumped in on round 2. I watched him, though. He didn't stream snipe or anything. Because if he did, then he certainly wasn't expecting to take a face full of frickin' 5.56. I don't blame Pierce for what happened. You banned someone for rushing, and then you put him in an AO where you're supposed to rush and you're mad at him for not rushing. That is the one thing of sanity. No, the one insane thing that I get because of the circumstances. I'm gonna be honest, I think that AO would have been much more fair if you just took the autocannons out. If you were to remove one thing, it would be the autocannon. Second thing you would remove is AO number 3. It wasn't needed. But keep the size, let Blue 4 get their foothold, and then Op 4 can still have the BRDMs go out and try to ambush. It works. It's just the autocannons really slowed everything down. Oh my god, I actually have a headache. One second. Alright, who's commanding Op 4? Puma. Who's commanding Blue 4? Evergarden. Cool. 2 commanders I haven't seen command. Excellent. Jesus Christ, 6 me. Shut up. Here, I'll put it up now so you guys can vote, and we'll put it to 20 minutes if you really wanted to do some early voting right now. Otherwise, you can wait. Zixme, that's copyrighted, broski. I can't do it. Yeah, I need chill music after what we just witnessed in round 2. Alright, anytime where I actually develop a headache after a round, then Jesus Christ. Lo-fi gets copyrighted, unfortunately, because I used to do a lot of streams with lo-fi, but I'm still getting copyright strikes to this day. They're not necessarily strikes, though. They're more like notices, but whatever. Oh, man. Alright, we'll see how this last round goes. Maybe it'll be a quick run, one, because the other ones have been pretty heavy, but we'll just have to see how things go. 2,334 kilobyte file is not big at all. Gosh, I've had files in dozens to even up to 100 megabytes. That's nothing. Oh, that's funny. Some of the templates still there. Ah, a classic operation. It's Zaros with, I guess, 3 potential flag areas in the flag capture zone on the left. Op 4 spawn all around Zaros. Blue 4 comes in from the south. Alright. Classic AO, guys. Let's see how it is. You know, as I think this might have gone through 400 hours of testing. Yeah, no, definitely. Zixme, I want you to go into this AO and channel your inner Adriado and kill everyone. Yeah, do it. Do it, buddy. By all means. And I know for a fact you're going to get on the hill and get sniped by a Polish guy, and I'm going to laugh at you, but go ahead. Channel your inner Adriado. Make it work. If there was any AO to do it on tonight, it would be this one, because it's all in town in CQC. You would really be channeling him here. You know what, Blue 4, they're going to do something amazing, all right? They're not going to do the tactical thing of coming up on that hill or coming around the side. No, we're just going to see them go right in. Open field galore. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Not even kidding, though. I am half expecting to see that. I'm definitely expecting to see that. I'm also expecting to see this, and I might dare say even see something like this. Even more powerful if I saw this. Even better if I saw that. Oh my god, it's Zaros. There's plenty of ways to attack this, but let's do it. Let's freaking do it. I swear to God, if I see this, though, I'm literally going to go up to Blue 4 Command's house. I'm going to dox them, go up to their house, break in, and drown their goldfish. If I see that. And if I see this, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pet their cat. But my God, if I see this... I'm breaking into their parents' house, I'm vacuuming the carpets, and I'm drowning their goldfish, too. See, networking, there's 2 Sniper Wolves. There's the one that's surrounded by the YouTube controversy, and then there's my Sniper Wolf, which is an old TSB admin and friend of mine. But he would definitely find me just to kick my ass if need be. Yeah, and what's that's clarifying in chat, too. I swear, if I see this, though, this... I'm just gonna leave if I see that. Gonna leave and go develop an unhealthy smoking habit. I'm all for it. What's that? Not that hard to find me. Actually, it's a little harder now because all the addresses for all my accounts go to a different house than I'm actually at, so... I'm sure you could still figure it out. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and look over our mission info here. Made by Eric with an Liru at the end. It's missing the L. Zaros has many flags. One of them is the true flag, which will lead to victory. He forgot the word flag in there. After Blue 4 captures that flag, they have to take it and drop it off in the flag capture zone. They have to then defend that zone in order to win. Area of operations. When a flag is dropped in the flag zone, a timer will start and run for 10 minutes to 0 minutes. Picking up the flag or taking the flag outside of that area will stop the timer, but will not reset the timer. Note, one of the 3 flags is true, the others are false, which cannot complete the mission. Blue Fort Commander gets told by the admin which flag is the correct flag during safe start. No fortifications on roofs. If you carry the flag, you may not enter armed vehicles. Okay, so you're allowed to go in unarmed Vix, though. That's nice. Game mode we kind of went over. Flag markers update every 15 seconds. Attackers must hold the flag in the capture zone for 600 seconds at safe start to achieve victory. That's a 10-minute timer. CTF maps usually go really quick, though, so this is going to be nice. Mission variables, 90 points for the defender. I'm having an aneurysm. All right. Defender points are 90, which is 3/4 of the standard 125. A little under that, actually. Maximum view distance is 600 meters. No magnified optics nor NVG equipment. Medium anti-tank. I don't see an Echo on Op4, and I don't see an Echo for Blue 4, so that doesn't matter. Blue 4's uniforms are your modern army multicam groups. So you got your platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier, grenadier IR. Grenadier IRs have the 40mm camera. Grenades, you fire them in the air, they parachute down, gives you a nice bird's eye view of the AO. Machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, which has a choice of 40 different types of ordnance. You have 2 explosive satchels, which you can throw a meter, but they blow up pretty much any building that can be destroyed. Great for killing heavily fortified buildings or vehicles. 4 explosive charges, which do moderate damage to vehicles. Basically, they're like a super grenade. But you can also plant them as well. There's also 3 AT mines, and then 4 tripwire mines, 2 being HE, that'll kill you, 2 being flare, that will just, you know, flare things off. Otherwise, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank, 1 assistant, 2 an assistant, 2 an assistant don't matter anymore. RI, RAS, and SMP also don't matter anymore. And then you have your DMRs. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are going to have a Mark 11 for their squads, and then crew lead, crewmen, pilots, medics, and the base kit. Loadouts for these guys are going to be M16A4s, M4A1s, or Glock 17s as their secondary. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, light machine gunners get the M249, medium machine gunners get the 240 Golf. Light anti-tanks going to be M136, crew and aviation get the MP7 or the M4A1. Otherwise, assets are going to be 12 transport trucks, 2 M2 Humvees, 1 transport Humvee, and then the UH-1H. And it does have side gunners, so I'm assuming that and the M2 Humvee can't be boarded if they get the flag. For meanwhile, their uniforms are Separatist Cossack, Spectre Camouflage, basically Russian EMR. Their marksman rifle is going to be the SVD. I see that right there. Loadouts otherwise going to be AK-74s or AKS-74s. The good gun. MP4 4-3 garages for their handgun, RPKs for the light machine gunners, now Bravo and Charlie, Delta medium machine gunners get the PKP, light anti-tanks going to be the RPG-7 with a second shot for reload, crew and aviation get the PB-2000 or the AKS-74U. Dishkas, Op4 has 2 static Dishkas to plant, 2 transport Vodniks, and 2 PKT Vodniks, each with 600 rounds per turret, but that thing's kind of a death trap because you can't move with the texture, so you can easily be sniped off by an enemy marksman. Otherwise, Evergarden's going to be commanding Blue 4, Ben B going to be his 2IC, Elliot being the medic, K. Luce leading Alpha with Mike, Solomons, Rodrigue, Ash, Geese, Schnuffles, Artisan, and Timu all grouping up because I just saw elements of Alpha 2 merge. Bravo's going to have Short leading, Tim Kappa's going to be the marksman, Mr. FR being the medic, and Total being a demo specialist. Bravo has only Bravo 1 here, and no leadership. It's just Yano, Legend, Waldo, Lurch, Finney, Autovisky, and S-Goblin. Curie leading Delt with Alexander as the 2IC, Patriot as the medic, Lolo and Sam being the medium machine gunners with Crisp and Sixton being the assistants, Rubino leading Delta 2 with Vanderhuge and Charlotte being the medium machine gunners, and Stein Seismo being the ammo bitches. Pierce and Meerkats are going to be flying the Huey, and that is it for Blue 4's roster. Op 4 is going to have Puma commanding, NASA's going to be leading Alpha. Looks like he's merged all of what Alpha has into some sort of little fire team, so it's just Depso, Kermit, Sixme, and Bluck under him. Wheaton going to be leading Bravo, with Hirana being the marksman, Eric leading Bravo 1 with Tackleberry, Ash, and Banks under him, and then just Major Khan and Vagrant under Bravo 2. Bates leading Charlie with Soyboy, and Norris under him, Soyboy having the marksman rifle, Norris being the medic. Shuttle, Iqbal, and Harrington being the 3-man team, and Charlie 1, then PJ and Arabu being a 2-man team for Charlie 2. Delta's merged everyone together at Scandy Recon, Nemesis leading Dobbs with Yanni, Wise, Harmonica, and Cats being the medium machine gunners. Actually, we have an RPK gunner with them, so that's from a different squad, and they merged with Charlie. He might be part of Charlie, actually, and then he merged with Delta. I don't know. It's just Nemesis with Dobbs, Yanni, Finn, Wise, Ross, Harmonica user, Cats, Cullis, Malin, and Dream, all under him. And Dream taking the AKS-74U. Great. Awesome. Anyway, flags are Here are the 3 flags. I'm not going to say over the net which one the real flag is, because in case someone is, you know, being inappropriate, but it looks like they're all indistinguishable from each other. And then the capture zone is literally these windmills over here. So Zaros will just have to see where Blue 4 decides to deploy. It's a bit foggy. There's only 600 meters of render distance. And then Op 4, they're just going to have to do an internal defense of the actual positions here. They can also defend the actual capture site if they need to. But we'll probably see some guys on Overwatch and some people actually defending the town. Okay. With all of that out of the way, after this round ends, I'm going to take a 1-hour break, get Charlotte on the same page with me. We're going to prep for the DayZ stream. We're going to have a new menu. We can't allow for any dinosaur spawning right now, because if you shoot a dinosaur with buckshot, it crashes you, because the latest DayZ update broke the dino mod, and they're trying to fix it. But until then, we can't have it on the server. So we're going to have some spooky, scary skeletons for y'all to spawn, as well as some other fun things. And I'll get that menu updated, pushed out. We'll have that ready to go, and you can torture me for a few hours as I try to turn my brain off. And then after that, we'll either have Dark Tide mission dev, or I'll do something else, and may or may not stream it. I'm almost out of water. Oh, man. This sticky note is almost full as well. I might have to start writing on the back of it. I've never had an FNF stream go back past 1 sticky note, though, so we'll see. Sunzy, get good. Alright, just texting Bloodwind back. The server, not you? I don't know, Sunzy. But I guess I'll see if you're correct or not tonight. I've heard the performance gets worse in the evening, which just might mean the box that it's tied to is super busy and causing issues, but we'll see. Yeah, just spawn, you know, 5 skeletons on me, and I'm sure things will be fine. If not, we'll just move the DayZ streams to be earlier. Again, we're just trying to reschedule with everything in mind, so... we'll make it work. And the DayZ admin's looking into it, so we'll just have to see how everything goes. Wow, we're only 7 minutes in afterwards here. Let's go ahead and look. This is going to be a 70-person fight, so only 35v35, so under a full platoon strength, which is around 40. Op 4, looks like we're seeing defenders go on. They're Fortniting it. Alright. Okay. That's going to probably get you killed. And then we're seeing more defenses being put right there. Okay. Yep. And I guess that makes sense because they can't build fortifications in the actual town itself because the area runs out. I'm just kind of curious to see how Blue 4 mounts up to get in the zone.
Like a Christmas tree. Where the ornaments?
I'm doing push-ups. I'm being punished for my transgressions. I'm officially being fucked with.
My brain hurts again. Okay. Well, it'll be a fun, fascinating Friday stream, that's for sure. I'm definitely going to do some video editing after, but my god. I'm tired, chat. I want the autism to stop, but if it does, I won't be able to make any more money, right?
There we go.
Yes.
Alright, let's see if I fall off when I jump out. Oh, perfect.
Good.
What they did to get it to clip to... They actually had to make
Hello?
a support structure.
Hello?
Stefan, do you hear me?
Yeah.
They have a helicopter. They're quite exposed from the...
Oh, dude. We're gonna be fine, don't worry.
We'll fucking ruin it.
I'll go down. Because I think I'll die here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they banned BRDMs on rooftops, but this is perfectly fine. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything. Alright, I'd rather just text Bloodwayne and call it a day. Also, I don't know how it violates 75 states when everyone knows that the United States is made out of 62, so, you know, it's tough. Tough for me to get behind that one too, Chief. One minute. Of course, I say that in jest, but I hate everything right now. Now, I actually appreciate this firing port. It's just, when you then turn around and look how it was made. Mission starts now. Well, there's your answer. What's that? Again, I'm not complaining. Everything hurts right now. I swear to God, if I watch that Humvee grow all the way to the... Okay. The sun is warm, and the grass is green. Oh, of course, Raven. This is Fortnite fights. You didn't know that? It's Friday Night Fortnite. Alright, Blue 4 have dismounted a majority of their infantry on a hilltop.
Send in go.
That's a
Team
bold
6.
strategy, what's
Yeah.
that? Let's see how it plays out. Car, thanks for the 5 gift subs. If you got a sub from Car,
Send
make
in
sure you
go
thank him or
Team
her. Otherwise, I
6.
hope you all keep enjoying the
Yeah.
operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Now, just as a general reminder, guys, I have to go
Send
through
in go
extensive
Team
therapy to
6
cover Friday Night
now.
Fights, because every time I get an op like last round, I feel parts of my brain shut down.
Send
So
in go
if you
Team
would like to
6
donate to the Lance
now.
Corporal Liru Foundation, please stick around, because after this round ends in an hour, we'll be doing DayZ with a menu where you can directly
Send in
spawn
go Team
bloodsuckers
6
to
now.
literally rip my face off. But all the funds, 100% of that, well, okay, 90% of them go to me and 10% go to other third-party platforms that garnish my wages. Anyway, we have a 50 cal gunner that has already died because that was a very silly thing to do. Party Crasher gifting out 10 subs. If you got a sub from Party Crasher, make sure you thank him or her. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operation. And I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Don't keep it down.
And Party Crasher gifting another 10 subs. Or that was a 20 on its own. You know, it doesn't matter. What does matter is we all thank Party Crasher, and especially if you got a sub from him or her. Alright, anyway, Blue 4 have deployed Delta all the way up on the hilltop on their lonesome to do Overwatch. I'm sure with a 600-meter render distance with this round, right? Yeah, 600. They can cover half of, well, like a third of Zaros. Awesome. Just awesome. Alright, so Party Crasher's up to 40 subs now, so if you got a sub from Party Crasher, make sure you thank him or her. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you enjoy Blue 4 sitting up on a hill and shooting at stuff. I love how the Deltas are about to fight each other again. Gonna be honest, Blue 4 have slightly better positions here if they can develop them and use them. Rest of Blue 4 right here. And another 10 subs from Party Crasher. He was saving, man. He was saving. Party, I appreciate everything, broski. You're starting to make me blush. But nonetheless, hope you keep enjoying the ops, all of you, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this round. Love how the helicopter's now just dicking around over Op 4 Delta, and that's giving the Blue 4 Delta guys time to actually get in position. Ready for 100? Well, the helicopter just got its engine shot out, so sure. Blow me away. Let's see if Pierce can auto-rotate this helicopter out as the Deltas now engage each other. I think he's actually going to save it. All right, 69. Pierce saved it, and Party Crasher has 69 subs to give. All right. You're going to be hearing me calling for Go Team 6 for a while. Fun fact, Go Team 6 is going to be spawnable tonight in DayZ, and they will murder me. Oh, boy. I guess everyone's getting a sub right now. How many people are actually watching right now? Because that means Party Crasher's done 109 so far, right? So that means everyone should have gotten a sub by now. 152? So
Send in Goat
at
Team
least
6
2/3 of you should have gotten a gift sub at this point. Hopefully. If not, then we just have horrible RNG at this point.
Engaging.
Send and go Team 6 now.
Ironically, Party Crasher is not crashing the party, but he's being the life of the party right now. So if you got a sub from Party Crasher, make sure you thank him or her. Otherwise, again, especially to Party Crasher, hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. It means a lot, Broski. I really do appreciate it.
Send in Team 6 now.
Take a shot for Party.
Send in go Team 6 now.
I'll get something to drink for Daisy. How about that? Oh, it certainly will help with the mortgage payment this month, that's for damn sure. Alright, looking over at Blue 4, looks like Delta has been beating the shit out of Delta.
Send in go Team 6.
Oh, Malin, come on, you're the server admin. These people are innocent children. Oh, never mind. Malin just got blown away by Dr. Dr. Vanderhuge, never mind, just got blown away by, Yanni. Okay, well, never mind.
Send in go Team 6 now. Send in go Team 6.
And Party giving 3 months of a gift sub for Sunzi because he didn't get one. Alright. He's keeping it going, man. I don't think the Fortnite tower has been doing anything, man. It's just been in the back line here. Might have been plinking up at them. Blue 4 sent some forces down. Op 4 have 2 guys back here for some weird reason.
Send in go Team 6.
Party, here's the deal. Hit me up on Discord. I'm going to take a picture of my entire cabinet right now, and you're going to choose the drink of choice tonight, alright?
Go Team 6.
We got some good stuff on there, too. Yeah, unfortunately, Eki's right. I hope I pronounced that correctly, by the way. It's based on, I think, the people who have seen the stream over the past week. Everyone goes in a pool, which I kind of hate that system. I wish it prioritized people that were actively watching at this moment, but Twitch is Twitch. I love how Puma somehow... I think Puma's upward ground command. Yeah. What are you doing? You just did the wiggle back and forth to avoid gunfire. And Meerkat's doing the moving with your legs maneuver, too. Strongest stuff? I'll do my second strongest, because the strongest I have is Everclear, and I don't... Bloodwing once convinced me to do a shot of Everclear with her, not realizing what Everclear was. She thought it was just regular vodka. And I laughed my ass off when I was able to drink that straight. She literally gagged halfway through it. It was funny as hell. But righto, Party. I do have some really good things, though, so I will need help choosing. Puma gets sniped by... Wait a minute. Something's wrong here. You see... There seems to be a little conflict of interest at the moment.
Send in go.
I don't see what the problem is here, guys. Do you? I feel like there's a little bit of an issue. If only they had some sort of radio system, you know, like maybe on their backs that they could use to like confirm who was on who's on what side, you know? But you know. I guess I can only hope and dream at this point, right? If only. If only.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Geez, that is a timestamp at the 3 freaking hour mark.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Righto, Party Crasher. I will make sure we drink something nice in
Send
honor of
in
you
Goat
tonight. Again,
Team
thank you
6.
so much for your support, broski. It means a lot that people like you are able to help me out and providing what lovely content
Send
for all
in
of you
Goat
all.
Team
And
6
people like you definitely
now.
make it worth it, man. Seriously, thank you.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Did Puma notice? Nope. And Alexander once again. Wait. Why do you not even have your gun out?
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I'm surprised he didn't just get shot right there.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
And Glow J's keeping it going. Dante and Forge both got subbed in that one.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Jesus, party. How many parties have you
Send
crashed in
Goat
those 50
Team
hours?
6 now.
God, the longest I had to be awake for back in college was like, I think 38 hours before I finally crashed. Glow J,
Send
you
in
are
Goat
indeed a
Team
goat, but not as
6
big as a goat.
now.
As Party Crasher there, man. Rookie numbers, I know. Well, Puma finally hunts down Alexander and kills him. And all of Blue 4 Delta is dead.
Send in Goat Team 6.
And now you got Blue 4
now.
pushing up here. We got smoke coming out from a Vodnik that was put up here. That's interesting.
Send in Goat Team 6.
You've been awake for 78 hours. Damn, dude. I'm not built like that. I wish I could be, but... Nah, when I get to the 30-hour mark, I'm literally dying.
Now.
I have to at least sleep for 3 hours at that point.
Send in Goat
That's just
Team
me personally.
6 now.
I know, I am a pretty big wuss there, guys.
Send in Goat Team 6.
The secret is it running into your buddy's line of fire when he's about to shoot and getting potentially shot in the ass? Because that's what we
Send in
almost
Goat
witnessed.
Team 6. Send in Goat Team
Blue, that's the
6
best part!
now. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
So Blue 4's down here trying to maneuver to the flag location. Op 4 doesn't have that much on point defense. Instead, it's all on
Send in Goat
Overwatch.
Team 6 now.
But a big chunk of Blue 4 did get wiped, so we'll just have to see how things go. You never know,
Send
Liru.
in
You might
Goat
want
Team
it.
6 now.
Well, that's what... actually, no. I can't say anything illegal on this stream. I'm having too much
Send
of a
in
good time
Goat
and knowing
Team
my luck.
6 now.
Anyway, look at this. Puma. Puma, no, it's Pierce. Pierce is...
Consolidating the remaining forces for another attack.
Oh, wait, no, he doesn't see him. He just went in the low
Send in
ground.
Goat Team 6 now. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Hydrate? Hell yeah.
Send in Goat Team
Puma,
6
grenade. I
now.
love Puma. Holy shit, he did the smart thing. It's a shame the bounce went a little wide. Wait.
Team 6
Yes.
now.
I'm timestamping that because that is a perfect freaking example of how you're supposed to handle that situation. Be like Puma. If you're going to play FNF, be like Puma.
Now.
Be like Puma. That is how you're supposed to do it. That is what I've been bitching about for years. And Puma's getting friendly fired.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
If only Puma had a way to communicate.
Can relay to your Bravo team check fire. I just killed the 2 pilots here up north.
Wait.
And making my way.
Wait, he's actually telling Bravo to hold... Wait a minute.
Send in Goat
Puma.
Team 6
Puma, you're being so smart about this. Holy crap.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
That's amazing. He's on 3 kills and he's actually using his radio and he's communicating with his team.
Send in Goat Team 6.
I literally have my hands over my head right now and my mouth is agape. This is amazing. People learn in Friday Night Fights.
Send in
Who would have
Goat
thought?
Team 6 now.
The rest of Blue 4 is in the low ground. Op 4's got all the high ground. Blue 4 have been pinned in these positions. I can't believe
Send
this.
in Goat Team 6.
We actually have some brain cells here. I'm flabbergasted.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Put Party Crasher on a hill with a machine gun and a bottle of vodka and he'll be fine. Hey, in Finnish
Send in
shooting
Goat Team
competitions, they
6.
ban alcohol because it is a performance-enhancing drug. Because it lowers your heart rate and makes it easier for you to stabilize your shots.
Send
So
in
I
Goat
bet
Team
that
6
vodka would help.
now. Send in Goat Team 6.
That's why
now.
hillbillies in America are such crack shots. Because they're drunk on their own moonshine.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Alright, Op 4 folding from that hill because they're worried about units coming around. Legend decides to run out on his own, and I honestly think the
Send in
Dishka
Goat
bunker
Team
just
6
tapped him.
now.
Honest to God, I think Vagrant actually just got the knockout right there because he has perfect sight lines and I heard a Dishka turret fire.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Unfortunately, Legend wakes back up as Vagrant does some rifle fire on him.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Wow, they actually came back and picked Puma up.
Send
All
in
right.
Goat Team 6 now.
So who the hell's up here? Zixme? No,
Send
it's
in
Bluck,
Goat
because
Team
Zixme's in my
6
chat, which means Zixme
now.
got smacked, probably by a Polish person. Because that's Zixme's greatest fear is Polish people for some silly
Send
reason.
in Goat Team 6 now.
Hillbillies is now a banned word on Twitch,
Send in
and it
Goat
gets
Team
auto-modded
6
for
now.
reason race, ethnicity, or religion. Hillbillies. Are you
Send
kidding
in
me?
Goat Team 6 now.
Who the hell on Twitch? Oh god, you guys are now breaking my auto mod. All right, no, I gotta hit the allow button
Send
because you're
in
actually
Goat Team
spamming
6
everything.
now.
I knew Twitch simped for all the female streamers, but I didn't realize Twitch was
Send
simping
in
for
Goat
hillbillies
Team
too.
6 now.
Dude, half my family are hillbillies. Like,
Send in Goat Team 6.
they just
now.
AT'd. They literally just. Oh, thank God! I thought they AT'd Puma. I was about to go. No.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. Send in Goat
Yeah,
Team
if you type hillbilly, I have to have auto mod allowed or what's that can? Can't kink shame Twitch. What's that I can try?
Send in Goat Team 6.
I didn't even read the rest of that statement. Oh my god. I swear, a good chunk of my content is literally just making fun of what the hell Twitch decides to auto mod.
6 now.
There goes Depso to a grenade.
Send in Goat Team 6.
He tried to counterattack. You got
now.
Bluck in the rear line now. He's going to get behind the Blue 4 infantry. No,
Send in
Zixme, they
Goat
only
Team
allow it if you're a
6
girl, not a guy.
now.
Guys still get banned for that, but girls, they only get a slap on a wrist, which is what, like a 12-hour ban?
Send in
Though I do
Goat
like what
Team
Sapper
6
just did.
now.
Oh yeah, especially if I'm in a hot tub, then it's even less, but yeah.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
You know, Op 4's consolidated, but now they're all... Why do we have... How many people are out here?
Send in Goat
So there's a
Team
decent
6
chunk of Op 4
now.
infantry just kind of driving around in the outback. 1 sub equals 10 squats.
Send in Goat
Honestly,
Team
by the end of
6
that, I'd be able to grade Parmesan cheese on my abs at that point, but... Great drop by Schnuffles there. As Blue 4 trickle into the AO here. There's still a good chunk of them. Numbers
Send
are
in
pretty
Goat
even right
Team
now. It
6
wouldn't be if Delta
now.
came into the AO and reinforced, but They're giving Blue 4 a solid chance in this light CQC Call of Duty-esque fighting at this point.
Team 6.
Squats work your glutes, not your abs. You know, you're entirely correct there, Erez. But here's the thing. Working out, it doesn't, when you're fat burning, the workout you're doing isn't the area where the fat burns.
Send in go Team 6 now.
And I know I at least have a 4-pack because I used to have one in middle school.
Send in
and then I lost it in high school when I transferred over to culinary arts for 2 years. But, you know, food is life.
Send in go Team 6 now.
If we get 1 sub for 10
Send
squats,
in go Team 6 now.
I'm going to end up suffering. That's what's going to happen. Good God. You know, that's what we should do, because here's the thing. Moneybags also said next time I do a raffle, Moneybags would pay me to run an op, but it would be whoever the raffle winner was gets to decide the op, and Moneybags would pay the price for it. So that's another thing we could do. We could have a subathon day where it's literally just me squatting on camera for your amusement, if that's really what you want.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
I don't mind suffering for you all at that point, because as a content creator, I feel like half the fun is making someone suffer.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
So give me a week, and we'll set something up. But I gotta get Moneybags this thing across first.
Now.
But I want to book it for sometime in November. Explosive just went off, knocking Solomon's out. He could still wake up.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
In a hot tub? So unfortunately, we just closed our pool last week, so I wouldn't be able to do a hot tub or a pool stream for you all. And it'll have to wait till next year. Alright, I've just been flying around watching people occasionally shoot each other.
6.
Numbers look pretty even, though, and I think Delta finally have started trickling in. Pool's closed due to what? It's not AIDS, unfortunately. It's the cold weather. God, I remember the AIDS in the Stingray memes. Don't you dare cite the holy texts to me, for I was there when they were written.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
I think FR realized, didn't realize he was out of frag grenades and threw a smoke.
Team 6 now.
The subs are still going.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now. Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
Oh, Spenny got an angle on NASA, but NASA manages to run right into Tim Kappa and get blown away back downstairs, and then double tapped by the auto rifleman across the street.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
That's the issue when you're on your own, because you'll be right in the middle of enemy territory. This is getting messy, man.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now. Send in GOAT Team 6.
7 Days in Saras. What, is that the sequel to 6 Days in Fallujah, Zixme?
Send in GOAT Team.
Here comes Soy Boy. Hillary Clinton in B short. 2 taps to the back of the head. I'm going to rule that as a suicide. Very unfortunate.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
For those of you that are new, a Hillary Clinton is a play off of words with Hillary Clinton, where someone gets shot in the back of the head twice, and I rolled as, did you really?
Send in GOAT Team.
Did you really? Amazing. Unfortunately, Soy Boy doesn't know how to throw grenades out of windows. I'm gonna have to write a timestamp for that one, Chief. As if I don't already have enough.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
Anyway, Blue 4 have found the flag, and they are now running with the flag. Unfortunately, there's quite a few Op 4 infantry around them.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
At least he didn't satchel himself like Dreams. You know, I can't complain about that. You're absolutely right.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
This is round 3. We're on its last legs because Blue 4 has the flag. They're trying to get it over here where that capture zone is. And a lot of subs got given out by Mr. Party Crasher, who is not crashing the party. Instead, he's kind of the life of the party right now. So you'll have to pardon the sub message going off.
Now.
Because damn, did he crash the party all right. Ash gets knocked away by Evergarden. Nemesis, I think, got wounded, so he's limping away.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I think Blue 4 barely have the number advantage at the moment. How many people are in that Humvee? Only 2. They've stolen the Blue 4 M2 Humvee. That's cute. I know, this is pretty much just turned into Team Deathmatch with 1 life.
Team 6 now.
So they rushed over because they realized the flag is being taken, so they're trying to set up a defensive zone here. Dobbs and Waldo. Nemesis gets the finalizing kill there after Waldo killed Dobbs. And I was about to make a Where's Waldo joke, but I guess Nemesis still found him. Fascinating.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Oh, Bluck finally finds an angle on the flag.
Team 6.
Except Bluck gets shot at by Ottovisky here.
Send in Goat
Now he's pinned, and Elliot might be able to get on top of the flag there. Rust staying on the 50 cal back here. And Yanni trying to move into the flag zone.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
There are 1, 2, 5 Blue 4 to 5 Op 4 remaining. It is even.
Send in Goat
Blue 4
Team
just lost
6
one. It is now 4 to
now.
5. Yanni and Evergreen running into each other. Yanni wins the fight. 4 kills with that PKP. Explosives going off around the flag site. It is now down to 3 Blue 4 versus 5 Op 4. Explosives being thrown around the flag.
Send in Goat Team 6.
And the only 3 remaining Blue 4 are to the far east that need to now trickle in.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. Send in Goat Team 6
I think
now.
he was shooting up at Yano. Maybe. Hard to say.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Clutcher kick.
Send in Goat Team
And I think another Blue 4 guy just got killed off, so now it's 2. I think Bluck got that one. Yeah, he's up to 7. Bro, if you want to see Goat Team 6 in action, just wait for DayZ tonight.
6 now.
Because people will be able to spawn Goat Team 6 in, and Goat Team 6 terrifies me.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Did you run out of ammo? He ran out of ammo. He had 2 rifle bullets in his magazine left.
Team 6.
DayZ will be at least...
Send in Goat Team
no,
6.
excuse me, no more than 1 hour after the end of this stream because I need to re-prep the menu, make sure Charlotte's good to go, make sure the server's good to go. So anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour. Very unlikely that'll be more than an hour, though, so... It'll be really funny if you could open these windows and just, like, freaking shoot Yano from across the building. Is Bluck gonna call in his Harrier from the 7-kill streak? Here's the thing, though. Yano has a...
Send in Goat
He's got the
Team
249.
6 now.
That's
Hello,
a very
Liru
nice
Tilda.
CQC gun. Oh my gosh, it's over. Gecko Yoko, thanks for the 20-month resub, broski. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. God. Ah, the subbing has finally ended. Never mind.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Dandy is making sure that it continues. What was that? 30? That was 30. And Red Eye Wolf put in another 5 as well.
Now.
Goat Team 6 never ends. Here comes Block.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Oh, yeah, no. Love how Solomon's back here.
Send in Goat Team 6.
If you got a sub
now.
from Red Eye Wolf or Natty, make sure you thank them. Otherwise, hope you all keep enjoying the operations. You know, or her, excuse me. Or I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yano tried the rush the enemy maneuver, even though Yano had a 249.
Send in
As you can
Goat
see,
Team 6
that strategy
now.
wasn't really the best one. And it kind of resulted in Yano dying. So remember, kids, when you have an
Send in
M249,
Goat Team
even if you
6
don't know where the enemy
now.
is, just pull the trigger, and one of those 200 rounds might hit your opponent. Anyway, now it's up
Send
to
in
Solomon.
Goat Team 6 now.
Except there's Block. And Solomon is now solo no longer with us. Anyway, Red Eye Wolf also giving a
Send
sub
in Goat
to
Team
Revenator.
6
And
now.
guys, that's it. He got blocked. Alright,
Send in
I'm going to do a quick count right here. How many timestamps did I write down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Send in Goat
22
Team
timestamps
6 now.
for that near 3.5 hour stream. My god, that's definitely going to be its own video. I might bleed some over in other ops as well, but... whew.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Anyway, guys, the
now.
time is 6:38, so I'm going to say around 7:30. Anytime between 7 and 7:30 my time,
Send in
we
Goat
will be
Team
back
6
with DayZ.
now.
So give me a little bit of time to finalize the menu. Fun fact, I think that's actually still a command. I'll use the same
Send in
document,
Goat
but
Team
I
6
think it's that one.
now.
Whoops. Yeah, it's that one. All right, I'm going to go calibrate that and then get it sorted with Charlotte, and we'll get ready to stream DayZ
Send
in a
in
little bit.
Goat
Otherwise,
Team
thank you guys so
6
much for watching.
now.
Go operate operationally. Again, if you got a sub from Natty, Red-Eyed, or Party Crasher, make sure you thank them.
Send in
Otherwise,
Goat
again,
Team
hope you all
6
keep enjoying the
now.
operations. Go operate operationally. And hopefully I'll see you a little later. I gotta go get a drink too in
Send
honor
in
of Party
Goat Team
Crasher.
6
And yes, I'll
now.
pay up the prediction. But anyway, see you guys in 30 minutes to an hour for the DayZ Torture stream.